Seekers, welcome to No Madness Life. If you're new here, please subscribe. The link is in the description. I had to copy and paste it again. I figured out why that's happening. I figured it out. Foodie's trying to demonetize me again. Girl, I love how you can go full-chested at everybody, but you can't take criticism. So you try to demonetize channels. Punching down, right? You never punch up, though, do you? I mean, a whole panel of men shared your cookie picture, right? You did. You know why you don't strike them. First of all, they're men. Second of all, they will sue the pants off you. You know, we have created an army over here, and you got to stop trying to take down people's favorite creators, because you're not that anymore. She is. She's trying to demonetize my channel again. Hello, everybody. Lock Dog, Tammy, SMD, Higgy B, Bada Bing, Bada Boom, Kimmo, Land Designer, Outshine. I got to put it on live chat. There you go. Now y'all popped up. Crazy. You know what really surprised me? 48 said, all the guys are so down to earth. Even, absolutely. She must be extra bored lately. Well, you know she was taking a break. Okay. But she went and made a video. Of course she did. Of course she did. Instead of going up on panel of her favorite, show, she's got to be in control. Now, Foodie, Keem said something, a couple things that really caught my ear last night. One of them is, he said, accountability. They have all done horrible shit on the internet. But once they took accountability, right, they got right back into life and business. I know she won't stop. That's her worst enemy, is accountability. You are correct. So what does Foodie do when faced with accountability? She gets more vile. Her ego. You guys watch Vanderpump Rules? And Jax. How old are you now, Jax? 40? He's the same way. And you create a hate audience not because of the things you've done on the internet, it's because you won't take accountability. You try to rewrite stories. You try to gaslight. She cries, rage quits, then makes a rage stream. Right, exactly. She doubles and triples down, exactly. So if we were to take a poll, that would be probably the main thing people hate about you. Because we know you can play ball. You can play ball with the best of them. The problem is you only play ball if it's against the people that talk about you. You can't play ball when it comes to taking accountability. She slanders, defames, threatens. We did 2 streams yesterday, right? Good time. Pre-game. I had to put it on members. She'd already tried to strike it before we were done. Even though this is the person she is. We showed it. Right? And then she struck the other stream. Foodie, stop. YouTube always overrides it. Always. Because what I'm saying is not bullying, cyberbullying, or hate speech. It's just criticism. It's allowed. So you have a show you love. Lol Cow Lives. Right? So that's you. That's your true self. You want to be a part of that. Here's one thing I'm going to agree with your mama. You missed an opportunity because your ego and your right fighting. It's a show. People sling mud. But the thing is, you will not sling mud unless you're alone and not on a panel. And then you just go vile. You're missing out on an opportunity. You did that with Nader too. When you were with Nader, that's all that mattered. All that matters. What are you going to do when this guy dumps you? You got nothing. You said he accepts you for who you are. She was well aware of the show, yes. She's been watching for 6 months, DMing them, hanging out with them, upgrading her membership to Cash Cow, right? She missed an opportunity, not only for accountability, but for growth, her channel and herself, her true self. You have been this person your whole life, and you are literally, you're talking about a man that literally degraded a woman online. So he is not a hands clean, respectable person. So you're going to give up your business and your livelihood and your fame for a guy. You did this for Nader. So pick a lane. Either become the Muslim wife that you think you can be, or be your true self. Like you are literally at a crossroads. You're destroying your channel. You're still raging. You're still vile. So why aren't you using that energy to grow your business and change who you are? You cannot dog out these guys who have had accountability for all the things they've done on the internet. Now, people are still going to hate them. They don't care. They feel relieved because they will admit it. But you still won't. You still want to take down channels, demonetize them, because you're angry. Be angry at yourself. You put all that stuff out there. You should go home. Go back and be the foodie beauty you built your empire on that is now collapsed. It's a house of cards at this point. You think, well, there's no redemption. That's not her true self. And I'm going to show you. She even came back after that show. Instead of going on the panel, she came back and once again was vile. And that's the problem. She's at a crossroads. You think that she's fighting between, do I want to stay with this guy and be a person that makes me miserable? Because it's not who she is. She's running from her inner self. Exactly, Dave, and it shows. How can she say she's a changed person and then turn around and do this stuff again? Quit blaming your mentals. You're at a crossroad. This guy is controlling your life. Everybody sees it. And you denied it when Nader did it. You denied it when Nader did it. And we all saw it. Keem's eyes lit up when he sees an opportunity for a business. They still see something in her. She shouldn't change. If that's not who she's meant to be, then don't change. But you can't sit here in a hijab and use it and weaponize when you want people to back off. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. I can't even believe you think that this would be socially acceptable, being the snowflake that you are. That doesn't even make sense. You're still using your addiction for monetization. Now you're using a hijab. But your channel's tanking because people are not stupid. She's being blinded again by fake love. Yep. Go home. These people want you. And I've seen you go up against people, not on a panel because your ego gets in the way. instead of just throwing the mud, having a good time, and walking away with some money. I mean, why are you going to do it for pennies like you just did in this video? Why? Why didn't you go on panel last night? Now you're all, oh, and nobody cammed up. See, you're missing your opportunity. Who cares if they cam up? See, getting a $5,000 check and losing weight. Right, that's called a glow up. And all you're doing is talking shit, which you've done your whole existence on YouTube and even today. So I'm not going to buy this garbage that you are not mean, that you are not just like everybody else. You know what the other problem you spoke truth when you said, I gave too much attention to the reaction channels. That is what ruined your channel. And you know what else? That's what made them powerful. And it pisses you off, which is why you try to strike them down. If everybody knows you're a striker, nobody's, just like Nader, you're going to lose your channel. And you think you're so powerful. You think that people like me with 8,000 subscribers could not strike your channel down? Did you not notice Nader, who nobody even watches, was able to strike down Just Saying? It is possible. It just means I'm not dirty. If I'm willing to sling mud, I'm willing to take it. But you play dirty. Nobody likes it. Nobody likes it. It's cowardly. She's back to trying to demonetize my channel. Because she don't like the truth. And that's all it is, YouTube. Yeah, well, Foodie's not a businesswoman. She destroyed her money she was making for a man. A man! Don't be a pick-me. Don't be desperate. You are a woman, a strong woman. Why would you water yourself down? Why would you let anyone control you, especially somebody who degraded a woman and embarrassed you and himself? All he's doing is looking out for himself. That's all he's doing. He might be telling you, no, this will hurt you. No, he is a coward and he knows he will be brought up. That's why. Why do you think he's hiding, Foodie? Why do you think he's hiding? Because he's a coward. You're not. Why would you water yourself down? These guys would help her. Absolutely. I agree with your mama. She's missing out on an opportunity. Or pick a lane. Go revert, go get help, and become this little housewife. And that's fine. But don't go and do this and pretend that you want to change, but you keep reverting back to your true self. I think you're wasting good energy to lecture her. Well, here's the thing. Here's the one thing that Keemstar asked last night. And in my head, I answered it. He said, if she reached out and wanted help, would you help her at all? My brain instantly said, yes. Yes. I mean, it's easy to fuel a crowd with hate. But it takes some strong women to say, hey, this is a dog pile. Yeah, she's done some shit on this internet. The problem is, the reason nobody likes you is because you will not take accountability. You continue to try to gaslight people. It doesn't work on the internet. You cannot pretend that this stuff didn't happen the way it happened. Just because in your mind you want to change it, you can't. So the only thing you can do is be accountable. Yeah, I can't even take care of myself, let alone an animal. But I can't live without animals. How hard is that? That's called the truth. The truth will set you free. Yeah, you did a lot of crazy shit on the internet. You were powerful. We were not. We were inferior to your fupa balls. And you handed the baton over to the reaction channels? Who does that? So now, all the reaction channels that are popping up, they feel that you let go and gave away your power. And you know how you did that? By lying. Because we were able to bring the proof. And all it does is keep pushing you down. If you were to come forward instead of you bringing up the past, they're worse than me. No, honey. It's an equal playing field, okay? Equal. This is banter. You love it. That's why you've been following those people for 6 months. That's why. I'm not fueled by hate. I'm fueled by logic. And I can't be gaslit. You cannot get my emotions all rattled because I know the truth. And you can never change it. You are the one that displayed it on the internet. You're the one that took pictures of yourself, proud of it, and distributed it. When you put it on OF, it's distribution. The reaction channels are making more than you because you gave away your power. When you went to Kuwait, decided to be a revert, but then showed everybody, not really. That's when you made reaction channels powerful. I wouldn't help her in real life, Beatrix, on my channel. I would never be her friend. She's not a kind of person you can befriend. She will stab you in the back. She's proved it. I'm just saying, as a mom and as someone who's watching and happens to be a reaction channel, that she wants to demonetize again. Ma'am, that's weakness. You want to take down people's words. Snowflake. That's what you are. You can puff your chest and try to change stories back to the way you want it to be seen with your new audience. But the truth is, it's all out there in the archives. If these guys did any research, they could find it for themselves. So why keep lying? Why keep lying? Why can't she understand that everything she's done and said is out there? Because she's trying to change the mind of a new audience. Why don't you just full chest decide revert or Chantal? Because she needs to control the narrative. It's not working. You're the only one suffering, and you're trying to drag us down with you. And the only reason you would never try to demonetize or strike Keemstar is because he said he'll sue the pants off of you. Don't think subscriber numbers determine what people are willing to do to save their community and their channel. If you don't like it, Foodie, don't watch. Because I promise you, I ain't going down without a fight. Cheers, water. I'm not going down without a fight. They'd all enjoy Mr. Snowflake's episode to get the type of person she is, and he's not even done. Oh, I don't know. There's some people like I love to watch, but I just don't watch everyone because I just don't like men and women's drama. Now, you women might love it, but I don't. Yeah, she's trying to demonetize my channel again. She's mad at the world, and this is what she does. All the stuff she's put out on the internet, if you play it back and it makes her mad because it shows the truth, That's what she does. This will be like she's taking me down for a week. Listen, she goes on these little rolls, right? Misery loves company, right? She goes on these little rolls where she's mad, and if you speak truth or show truth, then she wants to demonetize you. It's what she does. It's just wash, rinse, repeat. Now I'm going to let you listen to some wash, rinse, repeat. This was her response to last night. I'm going to show you right now, Nikki. This was her response to last night. Instead of going on panel and being the person she wants to be on that panel, if Salah told you no, it's time to go home. It's time to go home. If you got a man again telling you what to do as a grown woman from the Western world, you either get in his lane and just forget about it all, or go home and get on that show and make the money you deserve from being a lol cow. But I would do it. If I was in your position, I would do it. And I would own up to everything I did. Tina's done some crazy shit on the internet. So has Boogie. So has Keemstar. And they've got an accountability channel. And yeah, they drag the shit out of each other. You love it. You're about to drag a bunch of people. So don't tell me you've changed. I'm going to log off. I'm going to change. I'm going to do this. No, you're not. No, you're not. And this is the other thing why people don't like you. You say one thing when we know the truth. Rule number 1. You know who you are. You know what you like. You know what you want. But this fake guy is going to hold you down. Get out of here. Then go to cooking and cleaning and just go. We will all leave. I promise you. You can create a whole new audience. But we like drama shows. Your show was awesome. I showed it last night. We were laughing and having a good time. Even in your craziest moments, you were a show. You're the Lucille Ball of YouTube. And you loved it. Now all of a sudden you're going to pretend like that's not who you are? Then change. We will all go away. You will be a memory. Anyway, here's her response. And you tell me she's changed. Okay? She ain't mentally ill. Well, I mean, she may be narcissistic, but she's not mentally ill. She knows what she's doing. She's getting clicks and views. She knows what 8 years? Come on now. 8 years. This is who you are, Foodie. Take off the hijab and go home. Do not let this guy control another day. And I don't care what you say. It's obvious.
About the YouTube Underground and Rage Potato FFG.
Now, you're going to sit here and think that you're going after women's looks while you've got a filter on and you've got your necks covered. I remember a day when Foodie was loud and proud. But go ahead, tell us how you've changed. You're going to take a break from YouTube and then do all this. Why didn't you go on panel?
Being on All Cat Live. Just going to put it out.
You wanted to be on there, but you're afraid to go on panel and face your people who were behind avatars? You would have had the upper hand. Even Kai Bella cammed up.
There. Keem, you really ran a circus, a clown show. It was...
And you love it. You've been watching it for months. You love it. You even became a member over there. You love to watch Yo Mama's clown circus. You love it. Do not, like you slandering Keemstar for putting on a show. Are you trying to control his show now? Of course you are. because you're involved now.
Embarrassing. It was embarrassing.
No, actually, this is embarrassing.
You have no idea who these people are, so you're going to learn today.
Her version, by the way, Keemstar.
Okay. First, I just want to say, okay, my entire point, as usual, what I said, as usual, was completely misconstrued.
Always, yeah. Let me tell you my version. She's trying to tell Keem how to run his business. He's a millionaire. Your channel is on a downward spiral. And you're going to tell a millionaire how to run his channel. This is gold. Gold, I say.
I said a million times that...
Yeah, reaction channels are not the show. You're making us the show. You were the show. We all knew we were inferior to you. But now you have thrown in and gave away your power. Yo mama even seen it. You had an opportunity. Oh my, you know what? That opportunity would have been better than therapy because you would have had to be accountable. Oh my gosh, how do you not see this? Oh my gosh, it would have been epic. Still can be. Go home.
I was mad at myself about what happened. I shouldn't have allowed myself...
No. You're doing a backhanded accusation right here. Backhanded. I shouldn't have allowed myself to be violated. That's what you're going to do. You did that with the whole Nods thing. You're still trying to prove he's an abuser. He's been out of your life for 2.5 years. He's with another woman. But you still won't let it go.
Self to go up there.
Because, by the way, she's going to bring him up, too.
And I shouldn't have...
She's going to play Sam's Bar Lounge, and I am going to skip through it.
Loud.
Because in my soul, I know that's one of her sock account channels.
You to look at my pictures. You probably would have done it anyways. The fact that kid behind the camera is taking, a gleeful joy and is laughing at...
Yeah, what she doesn't realize, you are correct. You are correct, Rennie. Rennie said, I'm so pissed she used Dee Dee's abuse for her narrative. She used a lot of stuff in here for her narrative. A 4-year-old little girl, you name it, this is who she is. In my opinion, tried to make it seem like it was her in the Sam's Bar Lounge video. Very disgusting. This is, well, you know why she does this? Let me tell you why she does this. Because she feels so, I don't even know if she actually feels crappy about herself, and to the point where, it's so hard to get into her brain. You know what I'm saying? It's embarrassing what she does. None of this stuff compares, Girl World Human Resources. None of this compares. What she does is tries to make other people look worse than her to make herself feel better, while she's trying to claim on the internet that she's a changed person. It's this, if there was a scoreboard, Foodie, you don't come out a winner by using children or domestics to try to make you look better. It is so evil.
The fact that he tastelessly...
Hello, video games. She got 34 points at the half. And by the way, the person that came in under Foodie Beauty and gave a super chat last night, that wasn't her. That wasn't her.
Was the one who distributed my picture, even if it was on my OnlyFans in the past.
But like I said, it was a show. It's not right fighting is going to win. Nobody's going to win. It's not a right fighting, pulling the facts, pulling the truth. Even Yaba showed that last night, right? You're going to make a song about her? Oh boy. Video games probably from the Keemstar. This is what happens, Foodie. Anyway, oh my God. Even Yaba was making comedy out of it. because she was like saying how she went and met with Foodie's mom. Like she was literally able to play ball. It was all a joke. Everybody knows she didn't go to Canada and have coffee with Foodie's mom to be the daughter she never had. And the Boogie Lied song. There you go. I tell you, man, that opening song on Keemstar was gold. Is gold. You know your mama's over there taking notes because that's the channel he dreams to be. Maybe if he quit defending Foodie, he could. Like, accountability is where it's at. And people respect people that can pull out accountability and can be accountable for the things they've done. All the things. Just go full chested. There's going to be people that'll never let it go. Boogie knows that. Keemstar knows that. Everybody knows that. You're always going to have those people. I'm still going to drag you. Even though you owned up to it, I'm still going to drag you. But it wouldn't be as big an audience, Foodie, as that. There was 5,000 extra people in there that wanted them to drag you, okay? Because they knew that those people did not violate you because everybody knew the truth. They seen it. You had a good time. You laughed along. You probably told Salah you were going to do it because it was going to make money, but you lied to them. They didn't pay you. But down the road, you would have been on that show and made really good money. We're talking buy a house money. We're talking money FFG could only dream of. You'd have been back in the driver's seat. You would have literally left Girl World and moved on, and we would have had to follow you. That's my point. That's what you're missing. That's what even your mama was trying to tell you. You've missed an opportunity. If you're going to be this person right here, that talks shit and brings things to degrade people and drag them, then why aren't you doing it on a show where you'd make money? Honestly. Poor business move.
That's my opinion. I don't think it's right to do.
Well, we're allowed to have opinions too, and you got to stop trying to demonetize us and shut us up when you can just say whatever you want. Even little channels have the power, sweetheart.
A woman, I don't think that's right.
We're just not dirty like you.
And
yeah, FFG was the French fry lady. She was a little baked. I think he took a little too long getting her up because she didn't bring out FFG. She didn't bring out FFG last night. Nope. She sure didn't.
A part of me feels like you guys don't give a shit about that. And that is...
Why should they? They're a shit-talking channel, and you know it. You've been following them for 6 months. Damn, they can't shit-talk you. But Boogie don't care if he gets shit-talked. Tina don't care. Tina welcomes it. I don't understand. Why are you interested in a show when your feelings get hurt? It doesn't make sense.
Why I didn't think that I would be good for the show, okay?
No, Keemstar is willing to bring any lol cow out. He really is, but he doesn't want to do this with women. That's why he created lol cow queens. It'll be all women. He likes the guy stuff. Even Grace will be over on lol cow queen. Well, I think she'll be back in. She's apologized. You know what I'm saying? They love her. They know she'll be good for the show. He's a businessman. He's not about feelings.
Okay? Nothing personal. Whatever. Do you, all right?
Yeah, the thing is, he don't want liability, and she is one. Because she doxes people and strikes them when her feelings get hurt. She's got to decide if this is about feelings or building a business. If it's about feelings, yeah, you should walk away. Go cook and clean for your man and sit there in your Kuwaiti apartment and just be the woman you think you can be. Even though history tells us, I mean, good for you. If you do change, good for you. I just don't see it. This is the next day, and you're even more vile. Why? Because you love drama.
At this point in my life, I'm not the person I was that these people go up on panel.
Okay, you're not the person you was, but you're about to be that person for this entire video. About 1,000 jump cuts.
And bring up, I'm not that person anymore.
Okay, everybody buckle up. She's going to work herself up and become that person again.
I still swear a lot and
and drag people and vile and degrade my culture, my religion, my fake husband. Like, you hate hearing this stuff, but look at you. Watch. We are literally reacting to what you're saying.
I still sin.
Trying to demonetize me again. I'll tell you what, I ain't even, you know what? Nope, not this time.
Whatever. But I've moved on from that part of my life. I'm 40 and
what's 40 got to do with shit? I'm 59. I am who I am. Like Tina said, I say what I mean and I mean what I say. Doesn't matter what age you are. Stay true to yourself.
It's just not a headspace. It's not entertaining for me really anymore.
Yeah, and he's listen, he's creating an empire, and he's not going to deal with someone who gets their feelings hurt and strikes his channel. He will take you down in one swoop. You are a liability to his guests who you might be battling with, and you dox them behind their back because you don't like what they said. There's no way he's going to destroy his business because of your hurt feelings. Never going to happen. If that's the way you respond, you shouldn't even be a part of it.
More. I thought that maybe it would be, considering my past and,
Then why are you responding to it if you want nothing to do with it? Why are you trying to convince Keem and his new audience, or you want a new audience, that you are not the person? Why didn't you go up there and puff your chest and defend yourself? This isn't defending yourself. This is making a video later. They wanted you up there. They called for you, and you waited to do this. That doesn't make you what you think it does. Dang, everybody sees that.
I
think she would have if Salah wouldn't have held her back from life.
This is a lol cow, whatever. I really don't feel like I am a lol cow anymore. I feel like I don't really do much.
And she's about to be a lol cow. Oh my God. And you will see. She is about to slip right back in. Oh my God. Hi, Terry Lynn. She already ruined everything with... No, she didn't. Well, kind of. Because they found out she doxes. And if they get people up there, like, let's say Grace turns on her, right? And gives her shit. And then she goes and gets these people in the background to get her information. Like she did in her live stream about Isaac. You got his address? Give me his address. You got, yes, clapping her hands. That's a liability to a company. That's a liability to any terms of service on YouTube. If YouTube were to do their job, she would have lost her channel, oh my God, 4 or 5 doxes ago. Yes, I will skip over the Sam's Bar video. She uses that as a flex. Even though I believe it's her channel. She was in on the BDSM. She just edited everything to go to the narrative she was looking for. I believe that. Because there was other people watching and nobody called the police. The voices were muffled or muted, but in the crisp, clear one, you could hear. There were people telling him what to do. And it was investigated, by the way, by investigators in Canada. I didn't say anything about a flex. What do you mean, Alpha Beta Empire? For what? A flex for what? What flex? Who's talking about a flex?
I'm kind of boring now, but whatever. I eat.
Are ya? That's what you hate. You hate. You love drama. You listen and watch it all day long.
A hijab. I travel, do things around Kuwait, whatever. So my point is, I'm not surprised at all that this is. I knew this was going to happen.
But you can't control it, so just don't watch.
And all this blah blah blah.
Oh, the video. Why does she think it's a flex? This is her trying to convince a new audience that she hasn't done all the things she's done on YouTube, and they've been told the wrong story. She does it all the time. Even though all the proof is out there, and if Keemstar's producers or whatever would have done all the research, they wouldn't have needed Kybella, the FFG, or Yaba up there for... There's so much that they would never have covered it all in a live stream anyway. It would have took research.
All right. My haters are...
It's not about hate. It's about mudslinging. That's it. It's that simple. You can't expect Lil Cow to do a lot of research. This is true, though. You are correct. I mean, I am like... She don't even make my head swim anymore. She literally repeats the same stuff, and it's always low blows, and which is fine, because that's what the show's about. But when it happened to her, she ran away and accused them of violating her because she has a hijab on. Do you see what I'm saying? She does the same thing.
Piranhas, and any opportunity, they're going to leech off of it. And that's kind of what you guys are doing. So.
No, you gave everybody more power over you.
Anyways, let me use this analogy. In the court of law, there's a judge, which would be you, Keem, because it's your show. There's a defendant.
Oh my gosh, this can be shanty logic.
And there's the opposite side of that. There's the person doing the...
She didn't even know. She had to look it up. This is why I love you. This is why I love your show. My God, thank you. You're so funny.
Accusing, then there's a defendant. And you really just listen to one side and were like, oh, wow, that's insane. About everything they said. When it would...
The archives are out there. It's not like somebody just plucked you out of a hat and decided to discredit you. You discredited yourself for 7 years on this platform. You couldn't even do a mukbang without telling a disgusting story so people would look at you disgusting. You rolled down a hill in your underwear. You flashed everybody on the side of the road, had Pete take a picture. You discussed all the disgusting things you did with Nodder. This stuff is out there. You literally laughed and did drugs online. This stuff is out there. Why can't you just be accountable and then move forward? I don't understand it.
Was pretty much all lies. Like, number one.
All lies? Are you serious? Why didn't you get up there? They were behind avatars. You could have cammed up. You could have took back your power. You're still watering yourself down. Wow.
I'm dying of laughter because I knew if FFG and Yabba, being the disgusting fat cowards they are, went on any panel, they're not going to cam up. Please do me a favor. Please ask them to cam up the next time they come on.
I'm going to tell you what, Foodie, here's what I think. If they were on the show and they were paid, they would have had to cam up. I think he reached out to them to make the show more fun, and one of their stipulations was they weren't going to cam up. You can't control that. The show was successful, cammed up or not, okay? Yeah, everybody did look at that. And it did make some people say things like, well, if you're going to be so badass against Foodie Beauty, why aren't you camming up? People did say that. You don't have to worry about what they look like. We already know you fat shame and everybody's ugly. We already know that. It wouldn't have gave you any power. You do it anyway. You will find pictures and you will Slimer this, fat, 12 chins. You do that. But then you are protected from that. That's a snowflake. He even called you out for being one.
This is what FFG looks like.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with fat or looks, but that's her go-to.
The fact that they say that they talk shit about my behavior is bullshit. There's nothing to talk about now.
So it's just about looks, but you're not your behavior. There's nothing to talk about now as you do this video, okay?
They have the nerve. I heard Yabba say that I bully her. I bully her. I bully you?
You know it's all for fun. It's mudslinging. It's to get your attention. You keep giving reaction channels power instead of vlogging.
Look at her channel.
I know. Can you imagine the money he offered her? And her ego is in the way of a big business opportunity. Isn't this why she's been doing this for 8 years? For a big business opportunity? Oh my God. Oh my God. So it is only for attention. You're only doing this so you can just sit and hang out with people. That's why you're doing this. Not for business opportunity to build yourself. What? Who are you? Who are you? You literally gave away your power to reaction channels. Who are you? Oh my God.
Do I have thousands of videos on these women? These creatures?
Do we have thousands of videos on you? What is this flex?
No, I don't. No. What I do is I defend myself and match their energy. These people have been bullying me for years.
And you've been bullying them. You're about to do it right now. What's the problem? The problem is you're a liability to his business. You dox and you strike channels. When are you going to have that stop? Like, when are you going to stop? Join the game or walk away. Pick a lane. She is her worst enemy. She's destroying her own business. You don't want to work at Arby's. Stop it.
I mean, I consider the source, so it doesn't really hurt my feelings.
Obviously it does. Because you're going to go into a whole... You're going to get madder and madder as you film this.
They're cowards. They don't cam up. Show your fat faces.
What's that got to do with anything? That doesn't even make sense.
It's unbelievably hypocritical and hilarious to me that Boogie, who's bigger than me.
Oh my God, it's always about fat and looks. He don't care. He makes fun of himself.
I'm 349 pounds. I've weighed myself in...
We don't care what you weigh. Only you do, and Salah, apparently.
Thailand.
There was a time when you weighed 350 pounds and you were running around in shorts and a freaking strapless bra. You were in charge. You were the show. Now look at you. Look at you.
I weighed myself in...
There's still time, you know. You can go home and redeem this.
Doctors. I've weighed myself several times here, but they say it's a rigged scale. There's always some kind of bullshit with no...
Why are we doing this? Nobody cares.
Proof, okay? So
everything is going to be the past, by the way.
If that's your entertainment, just a believing stupid shit.
But then if you play the past, like I did for the last 2 live streams, she tries to demonetize you. She's trying to demonetize my channel right now. I'm just letting you know. That's why it's on members only. I'm fighting the other one.
If that's what you're into, fine. But you must know some things about these people too, okay?
Okay. Then why didn't you go on panel when they were up there? Why? Why? You say you're a changed woman. Why are you doing this? The next day? Yeah, boss bitch.
First of all, Yaba is a scab of YouTube. Her skeletons outweigh mine any day of the week. I'm trying to think of some things that they accused me of. I'd never smoked crack in my life.
No, in fact, they corrected that. It was meth. They corrected it. And because somebody else said that. Somebody else said that. They corrected it. Were you listening? Or were you stewing and seething and reeing? They corrected it. It was math. Yeah, and you admitted it.
First of all...
Yeah, she told the story herself.
All of these things that they're talking about were from more than 3 years ago.
2.5, and it doesn't mean it didn't happen. So whatever you bring up with Yaba is the past too. Do you see? It doesn't make you more credible. It makes you seem weak.
Or about 3 years ago, okay? This
I
guy,
just don't think she could actually get on the porch with the big dogs. Because as soon as they hurt her feelings, she's gonna try to try to ruin Keemstar's business. I'm sorry, but that's the way I see it.
she's saying that they say I chased around. First of
Yes, you did.
all, I went through, and it's all documented. Go look up Sam's bar.
Nope. Nope. And nope. You are not going to bring forward Dee Dee's life. You either have video of it happening to you, but you're not going to use another woman and her possible DV to make your point. You're not going to do it. I'm not going to allow it on my channel. No way. I'm not doing it. Nope. Nope. And if Nader doesn't try to strike you down for that, then you guys are working together. The end.
Because he was abusing me, just like you saw in that video.
Well, that wasn't you. That was Dee Dee's. And we didn't even see Dee Dee. So there's that. We also didn't hear the other people watching and putting in their 2 cents on what he should do next. So don't.
When this was happening, I talked about
if somebody else, if that was Foodie Beauty sitting in that room instead of Dee Dee, and somebody else put that up, what would she do? What would she do? Yeah, her eyes are full of hate. Yeah, that wasn't you, Foodie, in that video. She's too impulsive. Yeah, that's the problem. That's why she's a liability. She's a liability to YouTube. She's a liability to teenage girls with eating disorders. And that's why what you're doing right here is what makes you a liability. I know this don't make sense to you because this is just playground bullying, but that wasn't your video. You weren't in it.
Everything he did to me, he gave me STDs.
Ma'am, you took a chance. You went on Tinder, and let's just say it probably goes with the territory when you meet up with people on Tinder. Seriously. I don't think this channel or this video you made is going to work out for you. I think what you're doing is going to get you in trouble on YouTube. Seriously. You need to delete it and pick a lane.
He financially abused me. He emotionally abused me.
You're being financially abused again, but you are once again in denial. And we all tried to warn you about Nader. Right? Yep. She's still on about Nader. Yep.
He was cheating with hookers, which is how he gave me an STD, and I didn't know. He beat me.
Oh, now he beat you. Okay.
Burnt cigarettes out on me.
What? Ma'am, we didn't see those burns. You were always in a strapless bra with your arms out, your neck out, your face out. Where? This could be slander, defamation. I don't even know at this point. What?
And the fact that they're just up there, that's what they do. They're vile. So to say that I'm the
You are being very vile right now.
vile person, when they're literally
Oh my God.
victim shaming somebody who's been in an abusive relationship. So what happened was I was in love with this person, okay? And then he became abusive. They're not abusive right.
Yes, he was right away. After your first Tinder date with him where you did all that nonsense the first night, you came home, it's on video, and you told Pete how aggressive he was. And Pete said that's not good. You even told BB how aggressive he was. And he told you to walk away. Do not try to rewrite this.
Right away, you know?
The videos are out there. I don't even have to show them. And if I do, she's trying to demonetize me. She doesn't like the truth. She doesn't want it brought forward. It's her story. She wants full control. Yeah, and then she gave him money. She drove over there all the time. She laughed when she was with them. It looked like they had a good time together. It's weird. That's all she documented.
I fell in love with this person, unfortunately, and I've never had experience
And still talking about him 2.5 years later.
with being in an abusive relationship in my life before like that. You know, I've always been, before that, I was in like 14 years of like with decent people.
Yeah, but you were obviously not attracted to those decent people because you cheated on them. Your words, not mine.
I mean, I've had some bad apples here and there, but nothing long term. So he's a narcissist abuser. So
he hasn't been diagnosed one. I don't think you should be. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he will be fine with everything you've said because for some reason he's got no problem with what you say about him.
He's vile. He's actually in court right now for.
Oh my God, are you serious? You tried to create an alibi.
Essay of an elderly person. So they believe the person he's with now, as you've seen, is abused. They believe that the elderly.
This is not your story.
Woman.
Neither is May's story. That's not your story either. You should have thought this through or just don't do it.
Be abused, but not me because they hate me. So anything to fit.
So FFG, okay, wait a minute. Let me go with your logic. I want to go with your logic. FFG and Yaba went up there and lied about you because that's your whole reason for making this video, right? You want to convince a new audience that they're the vile ones and you're not, but you are literally using two women's stories as your own. Two women's stories about DV as your own. Okay.
Their narrative, right?
She literally did this 5 hours ago.
Right. Now, I went to the police station and I never filed a false report.
Oh my God. Then why didn't you follow through? Why'd you retract it? Because Dee Dee begged you. You should have said, no, what you did was wrong. I'm following through. But then you retracted it, and the Crown still continued the investigation. Right? Because that's what they do there. Even if you retract your statement, they will still investigate. The investigation came up with no proof. Oh my gosh.
Prove it. You have not seen the report.
Proving it was that the Crown did the investigation and it didn't go any further.
When I wanted to retract the report, I said that I told the police that I was mentally ill and I wasn't.
Oh my God. That's always her go-to when she does bad things. So what you're saying is reporting on him was a bad thing and you used your mental illness to take it back. Do you see how this isn't the flex you think it is? Oh my God. Why didn't she go on panel if this is what she wanted to do? Exactly.
Remembering the facts correctly and I was exaggerating them, which was not true. Actually, the first time I filed the report.
If you read the retraction, she says, it's my word against his. My mental health dealing with him in a battle cannot handle this. I find the possibility of a legal battle very overwhelming, especially since I don't think my mental health can handle this. And you're talking about suing a bunch of people like literally 2 days ago?
Correctly, and I was exaggerating them, which was not true. Actually, the first time I filed the report, everything was true. Everything.
Then why didn't you follow through? Or why, when the Crown followed through, did it get dismissed? And they looked at it as a jealous woman. This is nuts.
I don't even know why I'm bothering defending myself.
This isn't defending yourself. This is slandering other people. Do you see the difference? That you accuse everyone of doing. You strike their channels. Yeah, I'm pissed because she's trying to demonetize me again. And I got to go fight YouTube again. Just because of her feelings. Ugh. You are a liability for his show. You are.
This is like the only video I'm going to make about this. And then
not only are you trying to control Keemstar's audience and channel and his show, you are also being led by people who are controlling your channel. That's ridiculous to me. I mean, I remember the Foodie Beauty, which, by the way, I'm getting really tired of this game. Like, literally getting tired of it. But the Foodie Beauty I knew literally loved it all. Loved it all. And like was able to, stand with their full chest. Nobody could tell you how to run your channel. Nobody could make you fight their battles. Nobody. Not even the Holy Trinity. And even Karate Joe tried to take over you and your channel. And you cut them off. This makes no sense to me. Why are you, you look like you're grasping when you could take full control back, but you won't do it for some reason. Who cares? Salah is literally found to be very degrading. So he doesn't even have this high horse to sit on. He really don't. It's embarrassing. Stop it. You're a boss, bitch.
You guys can keep having your clown show. I don't care. Whatever.
You don't get control over his show. You used to be a fan.
I'm moving on with my life. I don't like talking.
Are you, though?
About this person anymore.
I'm not giving her credit. I'm showing her what she's doing. She's destroying opportunities. All for this fake love. She did it with Nader. The only reason she made the money is because she was in control. Now she's doing the same behavior again with Salah, but she's losing control of her channel, herself. This is her crossroads. This is either go start baking bread and cleaning your house and vlogging it, or pony up.
Whole 2 years that I was going through this, they were making my life hell with their reaction videos, with their victim shaming, just being disgusting.
You did not care. You loved it. You laughed. The only reason you don't like it now is because you tried to paint Salah into a picture that he is not. When he got exposed is when everything started going to crap. And you're still fighting that. We know. You just won't give it up and go home.
So, FFG wants to talk about doxing. There's actually screenshot proof.
Why don't you just own up what you did? Be accountable. You did. It's out there. Everybody's been putting it up. You have to always make somebody else look worse for you to look better. Why didn't you go up there and face her? You could have literally hammered the cam up. You're a coward. You could have been a Tina D. But you chose not to. You chose to do this instead. Unbelievable. That's why I don't think you're a good fit for the show.
And somebody is going to send it to me that in her Discord, she doxes people. And
so somebody's going to go do your dirty work. Yay. Who'd she dox?
She's gotten her Twitter banned many times.
She got her Twitter banned many times because she goes full chest sometimes. And then Twitter's like, that's far enough.
For doxing people.
And she even tells you why. And she laughs about it.
The dox that she's talking about was years ago. And she was using a Google burner phone, which she even admitted.
No, she didn't. She's never admitted it.
To using a burner.
She's always said that was her 513 area code, and she reached out to you to warn you about Nader, your abuser, and you turned on her, and there's where the revenge and the hatred came from. It is what it is.
Phone number. It wasn't even her real phone number. And she got into a tiff with this guy that I was with, the abuser, And he basically was like, if you love me, go after her, blah, blah, blah kind of thing.
I think that's where you let people take control. Right there. It's always a man.
And I, of course, took his side. I was completely blinded.
You're doing it again.
But she was very invasive.
Intrusive is the word.
With her videos about the situation.
Ain't nobody doing surgery on you.
Just very disgusting. And so I showed messages and I held the phone up and it accidentally showed her number. And
okay, I've already showed that. You held it up for a long time. And yeah, you were kind of laughing about it. Oh no, I should delete this. Oh, I should start over.
I felt
But
bad.
you made sure you gave it enough time. And you let him text her.
About that. It was an accidental dox, and I even offered, it's on camera, to change her number and pay for it. They ignore that though. So.
No. You let him text her.
Anyway,
my God, she just doxed Shani. When Shani sent her a cameo money, and then when Shani was, being Shani, right, and turned on her, she doxed Shani. From a paid cameo account. Wow. Who she was talking to in the background. That's why you never give her your phone number. Don't reach out to her. Forget it.
These women are deplorable. They're
deplorable.
Worse. They're 100 times worse.
100 times worse.
Project. They're gaslighting. Their audience are just a bunch of zombies.
What do you think you're doing right now? Right? Don't you call this like a level playing field? Of course not.
Because they hate me. So, yeah. Because
when you talk about someone's children in a very disgusting way, or you give somebody's phone number to your abuser so he can threaten her life, yeah, I can see where they wouldn't help you anymore. I can see that. Oh my God, you're the common denominator. Now, you haven't done anything to me personally yet, except for keep trying to strike my channel down. But you really haven't made me hate you. And I don't think I could, because I would just stop watching you and I would move on if I actually hated you. I hate what you do, but I see through it all. It's your ego and your impulsiveness. You can't even see what you're doing. You're blinded by your own rage. That's never a good thing.
They lie to their audience about everything. Like, it's just ridiculous.
No, the archive channels have it all.
What do you even, at one point someone was talking.
She's starting to get fired up, by the way. It's going to get worse.
But was talking about McDonald's. Like, what the fuck? Where is, I want proof that I give a.
She's getting worked up. This is where you should have logged off for a bit. But you're going to get worse. You're going to go against terms of service. And you're going to hurt your channel some more.
My money to him. Because what you don't know is that before I met him.
Well, the reason we think you're giving your money to him is because you don't get to go do the things you love to do. You get mad at him. He even says it in your chat that you're not going to sit in Thailand and eat around the corner. We've seen it, right? Just like we've seen it with Nader. Okay? So the same thing's happening to you again.
He had his own place. Like, he was established here. If you look up the laws.
It was a shack. He lived with his dad. Allah pretty much told us that he hurry up and got him in the shack and got him all the furniture because you were coming. His ATM was coming. It was a shack. It was like it might have even been a furnished, except for the couch, little shack. So no, he didn't have it like that, and he still don't.
Laws of Kuwait, okay.
He's even asking Kai Bella how much money she made and wanted her to take out a loan because he didn't have any money to fly her to Kuwait while you were in the hospital in Canada. How does this stuff How does this stuff go by the wayside? That's how we have determined that he's broke and looking for women with money.
Okay? If you're smart people,
we are.
You cannot live in Kuwait as an expat. He's a Syrian expat living in Kuwait unless you have a job. He was here.
We know that. So he was on a business selling perfume. He has to make, and he was working for Allah at his market. He had two things going on before you showed up and told him you wouldn't have to work, that, like you told Pete, if you know, because you want somebody around you 24/7. That's all it's about. You even made Nader quit his job so you could pay for everything. You're doing it again.
Here, you need a work visa. All right? So he has his own business.
No, a Kuwaiti owns a business, and he's listed as one of the partners. He doesn't own his own business.
In business partnership.
Exactly.
With a Kuwaiti and some other people.
Right.
He has to have money to be here. There's no homeless people in Kuwait for that reason. None.
Oh my God, now we're going to compare it to Canada. Monica, welcome to the Willies. I love you. I had to put my membership back in the description. Go get the link, put it in there, because when she started hitting my channels, it came out of my description, and I didn't even know that was a thing until I seen she was hitting me again. I'm telling you, girl, if you're not making money, you're going to make sure nobody else does. Thanks.
All right. So.
And I'm only doing this early because really, I honestly am so tired of seeing the split personality. I'm a revert. I am about respect. And then you do this, and I'm just tired of it. Pick a lane, so I can know that, are we going to go full chest and be part of the low-cow queen shit, or are you going to be just baking bread and doing laundry and petting a cat? I just need to know what lane you're going to pick. Because honestly, this is just wash, rinse, repeat constantly, and you don't even see it. Because you're mad. You're mad. It's the same stuff. Comes out of your mouth. You don't move forward. You're always digging in the past. And then you strike anyone that tells the truth. The end. That's why you're a liability to Keemstar.
He had his own place, bachelor, whatever. He had his own car. He still has his own place in his own car.
But what you did was you upgraded him, which gave you superiority. Look at the life you can have if I'm here with my YouTube money. Just fake love me or fall in love with me, either one, right? So now he's got a sea view condo. Now he's in debt. Let's just say he wasn't in debt before. And if you were all about saving your money, and Salah's so good at saving money, maybe for himself he is, skimming a little off the top, but I'm just saying you got him in debt now, all reliant on your channel. Bad business move. Should have stayed in the shack, paid off your debt. You didn't have to upgrade to a 2025 car. You didn't have to buy him a gaming computer. You didn't have to do all that. You did the same thing with Nader. You bought him new clothes. You bought him $300 worth of groceries. You gave him a channel, filmed him cooking. We're well aware of what's going on. You cannot change what we think because we're watching it.
Because yes, I have debts that I'm taking care of with my YouTube income, which, by the way, Social Blade is wrong. It's not.
We don't care. Your finances should be private. Okie doke.
$500 a month.
You know what else? You know what else? If you would have been your authentic self and you would have went for the Lowe's Cow Live, you would have went up on panel last night and not gave up this opportunity, not only would you be debt-free, you'd be living high on the hog and you would be superior once again. You always water yourself down for a man.
Please, you think
take your power back?
I would be on here for $500 a month? No.
Yes, I do believe you would be. And you would be doing what you're doing now. Trying to figure out your niche now that you're in a hijab. That's exactly what you're doing, and that's exactly what you'll always do. Because you do not want to give up YouTube. I don't know her debt. Samson, go ask her. Give her a super chat. Oh, a cameo. She'll tell you.
I don't give him shit. Like, we're married, and anyway, it's not... It's not anyone's business.
Then why are you talking about it? Why are you involved in drama then? Right? Why aren't you filming a married life? Why won't he cam up with his wife? Why didn't he sit next to his wife when she was on Low Cow Live? Why? Why was he not sitting next to you and shutting that stuff down or going at them with his full chest as a husband? This makes no sense. You get that, right? Oh my gosh.
Keem, do you give your wife money?
Now you're gonna wait a minute. He's not married, he's engaged. Do you not know enough about Keem? You've been watching him for 6 months. Having a heyday in their chat, getting noticed, looking for a new audience. And then the moment you went up and they bantered and had fun with you, like every one of them, they sling mud at everybody and themselves. They have no problem having mud slung at them. You go up there, you want to be part of the reindeer games, get your channel out there, get new subscribers, and then you go make a video, I was violated, to discredit him, and now you're going to do it again? Honestly.
You know, I'm sure people say the same thing about you. And Boogie, too. Do you think
Why don't you go on panel and puff your chest?
Desi is with you because you're good looking?
Looks. If you didn't know, guys, it's always about looks. She ranks people on their looks. That's crazy. I don't think she could look inward at herself or anyone else. She's definitely burning her bridges and her channel. Leave his woman out of your mouth.
You both have
That
fun.
woman literally prayed for you last night. We know you and Salah hate Christians, hate the United States, but that woman actually prayed for you. She sounds like a pretty good woman to me.
Me?
And she was making her man a pot roast while he was doing a live stream.
Both have clout. So why are you shaming me for that?
You don't have clout. You lost your clout. You gave it to the reaction channels.
Anyway, it's all false shit. So the things that you're like, yeah, get her over, it's not a win that you think it is, because it's all BS.
Then why don't you go up there? They invited you to defend yourself while it was happening. Oh, because you couldn't take control. We know.
You know, I have done some pretty outlandish things years ago.
Years ago, but you did them. They did the same thing years ago. Accountability will set you free. Oh, Keem can actually absolutely destroy her if he wanted to. He's still giving her a chance. I can't believe it. Everybody still gives her a chance. We all think that she's going to pick a lane one of these days. But so far, she just, fighting good versus evil.
Like I said. And since reverting to Islam, I've been struggling with completely changing as a person.
So why'd you make this video? Why'd you make the videos for the last 2 days? If you're not about the money, because you deleted it, so I know you're not about the money, you're actually about your feelings. And you think that this platform and all the people that are just saying words are under your control. You're gonna FAFO on this channel. What are you doing?
But you don't know how sociopathic these women are, especially FFG.
What you're doing right now is the very definition. You're trying to take control over somebody's business because you went over there and inserted yourself. Once again, just like you in Kuwait, you're trying to take control over how women in a hijab can act in their country. Like, how does she not see this? This makes my mind blown. Hi, Have a See Mom. Thank you for the super chat. FFG and Yaba were great. Yaba had me rolling. Yaba did have me rolling. FFG was not FFG last night. I think she was too baked. By the time she went on, oh my God. I don't know what happened to her. But that wasn't FFG. That was, Anne Marie. She always says there's two sides to her. She She baked herself to Anne Marie. But Yaba was fast talking, on her game. You know what I'm saying?
Of course I threatened legal action.
Yeah, you can't do that. You need to stop.
You know what this woman does? Just watch one of her streams. There's no talent.
This is talent? This is talent? No. Doxing and striking channels is a talent? No. That's trying to take control over people's words.
There's no camming up. It's just...
Thank you for the order in the Etsy store. I love you. I'm going to the post office today. I think we have 3 or 4 face creams left. Let's sell out, people. I still have the Canadian or face creams left to send out when Canada decides to stop striking. I'm going to need an update, so I'm going to go see if, Canada's resolved it yet, unless anybody in the chat knows. FFG was being guarded? No. I think it took so long to get them up. I think FFG, she was kind of annoyed, it seemed like. You're right. I'm just picking up the vibe, but she was not FFG last night. She got her point across, but she wasn't full of that energy like they were. You know what I'm saying?
Sitting there pausing.
She never mentions Kybella once in this video. Not once. And Kybella cammed up. You see what I'm saying? That's why I think she won't do the show, because she's trying to protect and make it go away Salah's reputation now.
Spacebar, and
because we already know he's a coward like nods.
Shaming me when she's...
You Googled it? The strike's still going on? Thank you.
Got 12 chins herself, all right?
What does this do for you when you shame a woman's looks? I mean, if anybody shames your looks like your cookie, you go all nutty. See? You can give it, but you can't take it? That won't work for that show.
This woman is Danny DeVito, Batman, from Batman, all right? The Penguin.
Hilarious.
Went from Batman. She has no place. Make her cam up, please. Make her...
No, he doesn't you're not running his show. If she was a part of that show, she would have to cam up. She'd be getting paid. He makes everyone cam up that's getting paid. But I think that was part of their agreement when they came on. It's none of your business. He runs a show, not you. You just burn your show to the ground.
Cam up. Just do it.
Always comes down to looks.
Do it. At least I show my fat self, right?
Behind a million filters. Hello. And a hijab. You are covered. All that sticks out is your filtered face. Stop. Don't even act like you're being raw and authentic and real. Stop.
So anyway...
Her cameos are $30 now? Yikes.
This woman is insane. I travel regularly to Canada because, that's where I'm from and my family.
And you have to go get visa. It's a visa hop.
She, on my live stream, would take note of my backgrounds, the stores in the back.
No, you were sitting in a parking lot, and she recognized the parking lot because that's where the weed store was. So she knew you were still doing weed and THC while you were in a hijab, pretending like you were a changed woman. That's why she did that. It was, you put it on as content. She goes, I know that parking lot. It was that simple.
Backgrounds. And she would then drive down to my hometown where I was, go to stores.
Oh my. So if I'm in Canada, I have to completely avoid Cornwall. If I went to Canada and I wanted to see what Cornwall looked like, I'm trying to say this with a straight face. If I actually wanted to see what Cornwall looked like, because you were born there, I have to go. I can't film anything and I got to reroute myself. I'd be like, there's the infamous weed store that Foodie went to. Oh, I can't believe No Madness is in Cornwall. That's my town. She's stalking me. Oh, God.
that I shop at and ask.
Oh my God, they were all laughing at Teardrop. Can you believe it? Even Teardrop was the star of your show last night, Foodie. Teardrop. She's becoming infamous. They laughed their ass off. Teardrop became the star. Oh, you're even giving away your power to Teardrop. Exactly, Teardrop. People are making merch. I might just do a sweatshirt with a teardrop and then say, oh my God. How do you not get this? This is lore. This is fun. This is business. This is just mudslinging. It's hysterical. Even S-Jam used to play the reindeer games. How come you can't? You're protecting him? You used to play. It was so fun.
Show them a picture and ask if I shopped there, just for content. So, for example,
then you came on shaking your weed bag. Fine, yes, I was there. Before she even went live, she only put it as a thumbnail. And you went live, reeing into the abyss, and showed all the gummies and all the shit you bought from the... I was busted. Fine, there it is. Oh my God, you were exposed. It's part of the show. Oh my God.
I always smoked weed. In Canada, it's legal. Here, it's not. But when
I seen the sigh. Here, it's not. If it was legal there, she'd have been high as a kite and probably up on that panel. I know, Teardrop's becoming the star. Cam up, Teardrop. Make a channel. Impossible to change without introspection and taking responsibility. And that's what Keemstar said last night. We have all done shitty stuff on the internet. We've all done it. His whole team. That's why it's called Lol Cow. They're all Lol Cow. Why are you trying to come out not a Lol Cow? I don't get it. He said the most freeing part is when we took accountability for all the crap we did. And we made a show out of it, and it's successful. People respect that. Not Foodie. Nope. She'll strike you down. Hate channels. That ain't what it is. It's a show. So like I said, just go be a wife and vlog that. We'll all go away, right? And then we'll all be over at Lol Cow Live, having a heyday, I guess. You enjoyed it. We didn't even know it existed until you. Thank you for the order in the Etsy store. I love you.
Go back to Canada, I would smoke. And I went to a dispensary, and I didn't tell anybody about it, because why do I have to?
Why does she pretend like she's OG, right, Froggy? Why does she pretend like she's OG? She used to, be able to hold her own. But now she's got to answer to him and his little feelings and his reputation. Give it up. It's never going to go away. You're just ruining your own self and your channel to try to make this guy look like... he would have sat next to you. I would have no respect. For what he's done, I would have no respect. In fact, I don't.
To tell you what I'm doing every minute of the day. Why would I tell people that? I don't know. So they suspect, she's high, whatever. I don't know what the point of that was, but who cares? So she thought, to prove it, she would stalk me and drive from Montreal to my hometown, more than an hour away, about an hour, go to the dispensary with her psycho ass, show a picture of me and say, did this woman shop here? Almost costing someone their job. But I'm the crazy stalker. All right. Yeah. So what she keeps holding over my head is the...
Now she's going to say, so if you don't know this part of it, right? Sorry, I had to go get a little donut hole. Anyway, the part of the story that she's glazing over is FFG did go into that store because Foodie slandered her one night. So when she went back to that store to get some, more THC, she asked the person working with a picture, was she in here? Right? This is before Foodie was busted, saying that she gave up THC, she doesn't do it anymore, right? Donut hole, right? Anyway, glazing over, right? Actually, it's a plain one. Anyway, which is kind of like stuck in the back of my throat. Let me get a drink of water. Now I sound like Kai Bella. Okay, so before she got busted going in there, and FFG knew she was getting high in Canada. She was just lying to everybody, which is funny. FFG went in there, or the person was outside. Wasn't it a window washer or something? They worked there, but they were out there washing the window, and it was a guy. So anyway, she showed the picture, and the guy's like, yeah, she comes in here or whatever, right? That was it. That was the end of it. They didn't go through her files to see what she ordered. It wasn't what Foodie made it out to be, but it was hilarious. So anyway, Foodie knew that a woman from her high school worked there. So Foodie just automatically decided that girl is the one that was teaming up with FFG. It was a whole delusional moment, right? And she tried to get that chick fired. Like acting like she gave out her personal information. This whole thing, it went nuts. But it was the best rager, and it was the best. I mean, literally, it was cow tipping. It was everything all in once. But like, she actually went real life. Foodie tried to get this girl fired. She didn't even find out who it was. It was a guy outside. He said he saw her before in the store. That's all it was. But she almost lost her job. You cost Dee Dee her job of 25 years as a manager by giving out everything about her, where she worked, her position, and you got people to get her fired. You got her fired because Nader chose her over you. So don't pretend like all these people are making your life hell when they're giving back the energy you've been giving them.
This whole, I doxed her fake Google number years ago. That was years ago. And it was an accident. And I offered to change her number.
See? Waters it down.
So, what? What now?
Why'd you get Dee Dee fired? What was your reasoning for getting Dee Dee fired? You still won't address that. You do not address Kai Bella. I don't understand how she plucks out these stories but won't address where nobody provoked her, like Dee Dee's mom. Rest in peace, Dee Dee's mom. And Dee Dee's job. Why would you get somebody fired from their job? Why do you strike channels? Why do you try to demonetize them? Yet, if it happened to you, it would be the biggest tragedy in the world if people shared your energy. And then when they do share their energy, you try to get them ruined for life. Ma'am, come on now. That's why you're a liability to Keemstar.
Anyway, there's so much more.
Oh, yes.
And to sit here and accuse me of being a doxer, but in the next breath, Yabba Scabba is going to laugh at the fact that Marty targeted my mother who had no dog in this fight.
Well, you whistled him in, and everybody knows that there are some people with no boundaries. What's that got to do with us?
No horse in this race. The shit he did to her was awful. In the middle of the night, when my mom was sleeping, because she has a life and she needs to work.
Okay, so you knew everything about Marty and Cyrex, right? You whistled him in. Everybody warned you. You didn't listen. And then he does things a certain way, and you knew it, and you whistled him in. That doesn't make sense. You said, he's too hard on Cyrex. Why did you insert yourself into something that had nothing to do with you. Just like you're doing with the Keemstar show.
Would send escorts to her home. Like, dangerous shit. Like, things that only people who are inbred.
But, oh my God, are you literally calling him an inbred after you shut him up? Oh my God.
Would laugh at. It's funny that you call me Funko. Like, what even, like, something a 10-year-old would laugh at. Like, my mom after my uncle and that. There's literal proof of who my dad is online. Easy. I can't. I'm sorry, Keem. I can't with dumb people. I'm sorry. But if anyone is inbred, Yaba, it's you.
So hold on. Hold on. So you've been calling Yaba an inbred forever. And then she goes and makes a joke about you being a Funko baby. And that's over the line. I'm just trying to take notes here.
You are straight from the movie Deliverance.
Okay, I think she's adorable. Look at that little face.
Rabbit chipmunk hillbilly. Like,
I know she just recycles the same insults. That's why she wouldn't do well on that show, because these people, like, they're in the moment. But Foodie just brings forward all the old stuff. It's like getting really boring.
Sound inbred. You look inbred, huh, Chantel? You're projecting.
What? Okay.
I've proven so many times
that you're not? I'm just kidding.
That I don't pay for shit here. I pay for my debts.
We don't care. Why are you so defensive about paying for Salah's life? The guy sleeps all day, games all night. What are you talking about? Plays Crazy Frog, which, by the way, because that's pre-programmed on the Casio keyboard, you could actually get a copyright claim on that, which means all your money will go to the Crazy Frog. The Crazy Frog people.
Back in Canada. By the way, Wings, you're wrong. Maybe do some research. But
now, if you actually tell these people to research you, and they spend the time, I'm just saying, you may have to be accountable.
I cannot escape my tax debt. I can't just run here.
Why do you keep bringing up your tax debt? Like, you're the one bringing it forward for people to talk about. Why don't you just keep that private? Net gave us memberships. Thank you, Net. I love you. I love you. Welcome new members. 5 new members. Thank you, Net.
And be like, I'm not going to pay Canada. No, that doesn't work that way. You have to pay taxes.
I know. See, you defending yourself is like you giving up too much personal information. Why don't you laugh it off? Because your ego won't let you. You think it's a hit to your ego. Whenever you have a hit to your ego or something you think is going to make you look bad, even though you could come up with a comeback, not vile or disgusting, but something funny like you used to do, you'd be back in the game.
And because Kuwait doesn't have a tax treaty with the U.S. and the
what's it got to do with the U.S.? Keep us out of your mouth, ma'am. Thank you. And how would we not have a treaty with Kuwait if we defend them in every war? Get out of here.
YouTube is a U.S.-based company. I have to pay taxes.
Because Google's in California. Got it. Yeah, I think the way it works out with I can't remember how it works out. But regardless, there's a lot of people from different countries on YouTube, and AdSense is what pays. You make the money, they put it in an AdSense account, and it's AdSense that deals with the agreements with different countries and how it works. Now, I'm not going to look it up because I don't really care. You get paid, big deal. Nobody cares.
So no, I didn't run away from anything. I ran away to escape shitty stalkers.
You just admitted that you ran away. Right here, I didn't run away. What I did run away from, though, was Nader and FFG and Shannon. Girl, that's not what boss bitches do.
but also,
I mean, to the point she won't even go back and visit her family. That's sad. I would go home 6 months a year. I mean, we know you're on a visitor visa. I don't know what the problem is.
I fell in love with somebody.
You did, but he didn't. Sorry. We see it. He doesn't defend you. He won't go on your channel. He is not ever defending you. That's terrible, in my opinion.
And moved here. And if he was wanting to milk me for YouTube money, he would want me to do the show.
No, he wouldn't, because they'd talk about him. The end. If he hadn't done the stuff we did with Kai Bella, he would be pushing you to do the show. We know that.
Make it make sense.
I just did.
I told him how much you guys make on.
He doesn't want to be exposed because he's talking to other women. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, how do you fall in love with someone you didn't know for a month on a dating app? Oh, you only know. Yeah, it is crazy. And gave up everything. Yeah. And they fight all the time, and she catches stuff in his phone all the time. I mean, she's the one that's putting it out there, not us. I mean, we talk about it, of course.
Walk out live.
Exactly. The scat gate would come in. Yep. I mean, they even brought Kai Bella up last night. She ain't saying a word about it because she's not allowed to.
And potentially, I could make just as much. Because look at the views I'm bringing you.
Oh, please. You brought in the reaction channels. The reaction channels.
If I were to engage on a regular basis with this lowbrow shit, please. But
she only had 3 people. I was watching the chat this time, and she only had 3 people in there saying, like, wait till you find out about FFG. There was like 3 out of 10,000 people. Yeah.
He said never. Because he cares about me, my mental health, and my journey to becoming a better Muslim.
Then why are you doing this? Why did you rage that you deleted 4 hours? Why didn't he come on panel with you the first night you went up? Why did you do it behind his back? Thank you, Jamie, for the order in the Etsy store. I love you. What you're saying doesn't fit what's going on. Why is he not sitting next to you now? Why?
And trying to build a newer audience on different content, travel content. I have a lot of videos up of me traveling.
Then why do you do these things? Just stick to your vlogs and your beezing with your beezers. Why are you doing this stuff? Why did you insert yourself and want to audition to be on a show that is about slinging mud and drama? Why?
And forth Canada, Kuwait, very interesting if you want to watch those.
No, I'm good.
He would want me to do the show if he didn't care about me. And all he cared about was money.
He only cares about himself. He doesn't want to be embarrassed. He's hoping everybody will sweep under the rug the Kai Bella thing. It's not going to happen ever in this lifetime. Just like the stuff Nader did's never going to be swept under the rug. The end. No matter how many times you try to rewrite it, it is what it is. He got busted. Yeah, that panel got 64,000. Dude, they made bank last night. And the new channel, The Queen, that went 10,000 subscribers and it hasn't even launched yet. And you're going to tell Keemstar how to run a business. And your channel, by the way, can't even hit 10,000 views.
He doesn't need my money.
Okay.
To live in this building, you have to show your bank account and show that you have money.
Nobody cares. Yay.
And that you have a job. To get a car here.
I'm not saying that he doesn't have a job. What I'm saying is the perfume, Alibaba sprays, furniture, body, I guess you can intermix it all. It's not profitable like it would have been if you would have went on Low Cow Queens.
Here, the same thing. There's no proof, is my point, of any of these baseless, rumors. And I find it funny because Yaba's with someone who's literally gay for
It doesn't make sense. The only proof I can come up with is you were asking them for money to come on their panel. Not be a part of their show, just to come on their panel. That was an indicator, because you would have went on there and created a character, and you would have eventually got hired, and you would have made good money. So the fact that you were already asking for money without even being a part of the show was odd to me. Like, and then they were like, no, it doesn't work that way. You know, just like you said, if I wasn't making money on YouTube, I wouldn't be on here. Yeah, so I guess there is proof out of your own mouth.
for pay, but whatever. So,
I think she asked for money because she really wants to be on that show, and she's trying to convince Salah that that's where the money is, and it is. It really is. She's not lying. But I think he wanted proof that she was going to make money. Oh my God, thank you for the Etsy sale. Oh my God, I love you guys. What a great Friday. Wow, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, she had to prove to him that it earns money. And he wouldn't let her do it unless it did. I mean, he was asking Kai Bella how much money she has. Get out of here.
the fact that someone like FFG, looking like she does,
Looking like she does. Looking like she does.
look shames me it calls out my behavior where
You have been doing it to her. She's giving it back. It's called mudslinging,
what behavior? Me eating on camera when
which is gross, for money, while talking about your addiction and mental health. Yeah, that's the problem. Not you just casually eating a sandwich. It's you displaying it up at your chin level and letting sauces run down your mouth. It makes everybody sick. And we know why you're doing it. And that's why I don't watch Hungry Fat Chick. That's the whole reason I don't watch her.
when they do eat like that behind the camera, because this bitch
They eat like that behind the camera? Oh my God.
claims to eat pineapple, and she's
The pineapple again? What has she got against pineapple? Is she not allowed to have it? Do they not have it there? Is she craving it?
look, the last time she cammed up, this picture 2 years ago. What do you think
So what? Take your filters off. Take off your hijab. I mean, if we're going to do looks, this is stupid. I hate when women look shame each other.
she looks like now? She's like Dorian Gray.
Who? Yeah, yeah, spoiler alert. Everybody eats off camera, Foodie. Some of us don't want to gross out our audience and be slapping and eating mac and cheese and letting ranch run down our face and moaning and rolling our eyes. Yeah, so it's different. It's a little different. We choose to do a show and not monetize our addiction. And there's a lot of people on YouTube that monetize their addictions, and eventually they lose their channels. So there's that.
I'm sorry. No way. Make her cam up. If she's gonna talk shit, it's only fair.
Oh, look at her trying to control his empire. Well, his show works and yours don't. So who do you think he's going to listen to? Probably himself. What else, cutie?
I'm just saying, before you just accept it as truth, do a little more research into the people.
Quit being a right fighter. Right? That's all she's doing. She's just trying to be a right fighter. You could never make it on that show with this attitude.
You're letting on your show. And that's what drives them nuts, and that's why they hate. Because I'm trying to be a better person. They don't have that old...
No. They got personal beef with you. You call me a hater, and I don't hate you. It's your narrative, not mine. Mine is, I see you being dogpiled, but I also see you creating the pile for the dogs to circle. I do. When you're doing stuff like this right here, instead of just vlogging your life and being a show, being funny, having fun, even if it is mudslinging, you still strike and dox people. That's why you're a liability to this whole platform.
Told me that they can drag when I was in an abusive relationship.
They drag people on that show for money. You wanted to be on it. What's the problem?
When I became addicted to drugs, which I don't find funny. I don't find that funny.
We didn't either. In fact, Yaba quit covering you because she was disturbed by it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody liked that. Before you would green out on camera, we would stop our reaction because it was very disturbing. Ain't nobody laughing about that. It was disgusting.
So, FFG was in a very similar situation. So I don't know why she's...
You're going to talk about her DV when you made fun of it and put a head wound on with a side pony for Halloween? You're going to now claim her DV when you made fun of it and mocked it? But then we had to feel bad for you? I can't. She wears the scars, ma'am. She wears the scars. So, she gave you back the same energy.
Even talking about someone else's abusive relationship, she was with someone who was worse than Natter.
It's her story, not yours.
She was in an abusive relationship. Actually, if you go on Kiwi Farms...
Oh my God. How about they just refer to the video where you dressed up for Halloween as FFG with a head wound and laughed about it? Huh? Huh? How about they go look at that? Who's going to come out the winner?
FFG, also known as Anne-Marie Feldman.
And we dox her name. Wow.
Has 9 evictions.
This is how she plays, Keemstar. This is how she plays. She will go lower and lower, and she will destroy your business if she's mad enough. Wow. Wow. You know, sometimes, Foodie, you just sabotage your own life and blame it on others. No, every time. You sabotage your channel, your life, and blame it on others. And then when we watch and react to this, you strike our channels. You don't want the truth. You just want to stay in control. You're losing control. Wow.
9, and this bitch wants to talk about my financial situation that I have nothing to show. You sit there in your lonely, smoky apartment.
Says the woman who was just chain smoking 2 days ago with a cat laying on the couch. Really? Still your go-to, huh?
Sounding like you have stage 5 emphysema, smoking out your dog, and stolen cats, and have nothing. Nothing. You still have this shitty van you had when you stalked me 2 years ago. You still have a computer with no web camera.
So, why would she want to invest in that when she's trying to buy a house? Her priorities are not like you and Salaz. Let's look flashy. Let's go get a new car. Let's be able to open the curtains, which you never do, and show the waterways, right? Even though the trash down there is kind of off-putting. And Salah needed a new iPhone, new gaming computer. Where does that get you? She's trying to buy a house. Priority number 1. Priority number 1. Don't blame her. I would too.
I really don't understand where you come off. You sound like a huge fat hypocrite that you are.
No, it sounds like you're so focused on her you can't see past your own nose. Hello?
And before they bring up again, oh, she's an abuser, this is her next thing. If she can't get me on the doxing her number 2 years ago, which is why she says she's going to forever make videos.
Yeah. Her revenge is long-term, by the way.
It's the cat abuse. Now, I've been on YouTube since 2017. And
oh, she's going to rewrite the BBJ thing. No, you're not. Oh my God. Is she seriously gonna try and rewrite this? Right? I mean, I can sum it up. You went 11 months between getting your cat's claws cut, even though they told you every 3 weeks, right? And they grew back into the pads. You were gone in Kuwait. You came home. You seen they were embedded and still did nothing for 3 weeks except for plan to euthanize her. The end. She was such a pain in your ass, right? Always crying because she was in pain, had a kidney infection, blah, 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 blah. Even the doctor said, we need to run some kidney tests on her, which you never did, honestly. So by the time she went to the vet, this cat had like freaking 20 lives, if you ask me. She just wanted somebody to save her from the pain. And it happened. Bloop, the end. Not gonna work. You're not changing it.
And
Nope, 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 nope. Oh my God.
And I guess it's true. And I guess it's true.
She is gonna use wait a minute. She's gonna use Julia to show what a good cat mom she is. A cat laying there in a cone 3 weeks after surgery because she's got an infection. Please roll that beautiful bean footage.
I would cut my arm before intentionally harming my animals.
Okay, what are we dealing with here, folks? I know, Sarah. I linked Knock Knock It's Karma's video about BBJ and the neglect that was documented on her channel. I linked that in my community post. Yeah, she's using someone else's video too. She doesn't have her own. Oh, here we go.
Hey everyone, so here's some songs that I sing regularly to BB Junes.
Cray cray. Cray cray. This is her love. She sings to her kitty cat. This is her love. It is at the level, you know how you get your children want a pet, right? Mom, can we please get a dog? But the other kid, I want a kitty cat. So you go get a damn dog and a damn kitty cat, right? Now you already know. Because all parents say, you're going to take care of them. You're going to walk that dog and you're going to clean that litter box, right? But you already know in your mind you're doing it because they're going to lose interest. All they want is their doggy to cuddle them or to, let them pet them when they feel like it, right? That's how it works with a kid. This is the level we're talking of loving your animal. It is just, I want to be able to kiss your face and rub your head when I feel like it. No, this cat is Julia. Oh, that is BBJ. Wow. That is BBJ. She had a hat on because she had bald spots. And it was because she was depleted of many things because her teeth were in such bad shape she couldn't eat. So all she ate was treats. Instead of her cooking food or get the cat's teeth clean, she just fed her treats. Just poured them out on the counter. You know what I mean? And that's like a child's level of nurturing an animal. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. There are people that do that. They want the cat to fulfill their needs instead of them making sure the cat's needs fulfilled. And here we go.
To my friends about BB Junes, and they all think I'm nuts. So, the first one is, and I guess it's true. She's amazing. And I guess it's true.
This is BBJ. This is her love for BBJ.
She's a girl. And I guess it's true. She's amazing. What she can do with those legs. That song was called, and I guess it's true.
It was called 50 Shades of Cray Cray, if you ask me.
The next one is a cat cover, I call them. I used to listen to the song Candy Girl.
Okay, I guess we're going to bust out another hit.
It was it the Jackson 5? Anyway, this is the BB Junes version, so it goes, baby girl, you are my world, look so sweet, you're a special treat.
Oh my God. And this is the definition of lol cow, by the way, which makes me laugh. I love this. I love cringy shit. I love what the hell are you doing? What does this prove? I love all of that. That's what I miss.
Baby girl, all I want to say is I need you each and every day. Baby jeans.
Yep, this is her proof. Good. She was a good cat mom.
So I had a 20-year-old cat, 20,
She keeps changing the age, by the way. Nobody knows. I think she's 19 now.
that I've had since 2004. And I had a 5-year-old cat.
Now, we're not going to let her change the story. I can't do it. I love y'all, but I can't do it again. How she literally screwed up and will not be accountable. I'm not doing it. Because when it comes to animals, it actually makes me mad. And then I'm like, you know what? You're evil. F you. I'm out, right? So we don't want me to, like, log off yet, right? Okay. I am skipping it, Popper Lives. You want to watch it? I literally have covered this 18 times, and she still tries to rewrite it.
Been with me for so long.
So remember, FF Ghoul stole her and took her to the vet. She had a UTI because she had kidney disease and didn't get to take her to the vet myself before she snatched her away for clout and money. Don't forget money. Anyway, it was all cleared up with an antibiotic. Only 1 round, you guys. And she was completely cleared up. But she didn't get a chance to take her in because she was too busy getting high for those 3 weeks and planning an end-of-life vet visit. And that's the truth. You're welcome.
That if the vet examined her and recommended that it would be in her best interest to be euthanized, then that's what I was going to do.
And you said with your full chest that you were going to euthanize her if she had any health issues because you weren't going to deal with it. She's old. Well, amen. Amen. You're the one that fell for the behind-the-scene beezers just like Salah did. So there's that. 2 peas in a pod. She was home 3 weeks. She's seen the claws in the pad of her feet. She was planning euthanization.
Possibly. I didn't even make a decision yet. And this FFG...
Oh, no, you made a decision. So if you already had a return ticket to Kuwait, how would you follow through with her vet visit when you were already giving away Sam? You weren't taking the cats with you. So let's try logic. That cat was given away 3 days before you went to Kuwait, and you were not going to give the cat away. You were going to euthanize her. You only changed your mind because your audience was irate and said, why don't you rehome her? So the first person that reached out to you in DMs on Instagram, without you driving and seeing their home and telling her all the problems BBJ had, or even taking her to the vet and hide all the problems, the neglect, you gave her away. You were all excited. You got in the car and went shopping right after. Bye, BBJ. Right? We all watched it. It's a video. My God, it's all over the YouTubes. And how are you going to follow through with antibiotics and shots and all that stuff if you were leaving in 3 days? That's why you didn't take her to the vet. Why put the money into a cat you're going to euthanize? So accountability will set you free.
Loudmouth bitch was already shaming me for that. And here's the kicker.
Your own audience was shaming you.
This hoe...
Ooh, ouch.
...euthanized her 2 dogs in the same year.
The vet did. Because they were extremely old and sick. She had already sunk tons of money. One had a heart condition, died basically on the way to the vet. So that's wrong. But it's not my story to tell.
Nobody questions that, though. Nobody
because she's told the story 18 times.
Questions that. So this psychotic bee, I ended up deciding to rehome her if I could find someone.
Because your audience pressured you 3 days before you're going to Kuwait. You had an end-of-life vet appointment. You said it and laughed. I mean a vet appointment.
Eligible with experience with elderly cats. If I didn't care, I would have just shipped her to anyone.
You did. You did.
So somebody messaged me on Instagram and kept messaging me. I was ignoring it at first. And then
I mean, she literally just did a video yesterday where she's losing it because she's losing control. She's losing control of the narrative. She's losing control over Salah. And so she did this, you know, and we've seen before, that's what sent her to Kuwait with the whole Nader and Didi thing. And her audience was not agreeing with her about Nader. She did the Cuba rage. She lost control of Nader and Didi even. I mean, my God. Holy shit. Anyway, that's what sent her to Kuwait, right? Because she said that she was losing her mind. And that was because she was losing control. And she just said this again with Kuwait rage. Yeah, so you either need to go home and get back to yourself and start over. It's fine. It's fine. The unknown can be exciting. Just like when you jumped on a plane to Kuwait to meet a man you'd never met in your life, you were excited, you were full of energy. You need to like harness that energy and go back to Canada and get your channel back and your life back. Or you're going to be stuck in this strange place now that you've got two communities that collided. I really believe you either need to just log off and decide what you're going to do, or be your authentic self, which can be a lol cow. Either that or revert and get on with your life. I really think you are finally standing in the threshold. Do you see what I'm saying? Because none of this is going to be effective. None of it. All of it's out there. They can research it themselves. It's all out there. I know you're angry. I know you're frustrated that FFG and Yaba were on Keemstar's show, but that's what they do. You know it. You've been watching for 6 months. You paid for the membership. You upgraded the cash cow membership level because you wanted to be a part of his show. I really believe that's still what you want, but you're stuck with this nonsense of this guy who doesn't want to be talked about, just like Nods. You were in this position before. It is time to make the decision, please. So I know if I'm going to stick around or if I'm going to fuck off and go watch something else and have more fun.
And they were like, I would really like to take BBJ. They sent me a picture of a house.
We know, and you're going to put up your text with her. And I got a question when I see the picture of Amy Flowers.
Probably not even theirs, because I asked to see their living conditions, which if I didn't care again.
Anybody could pull up a photo from Google as an image, screenshot it, and say it's their house. You need to get in the car and go see where your animal's going to live.
She said, I have experience.
Okay, now let's look at Amy Flowers. Look how young she is. How is she bedbound? Did you never, ever question, right? She's bedbound. This isn't even Amy Flowers. This is a sock account. How does this not make sense to you? Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, funny, SLH. So this person was bedbound. Okay. I've been really sick and having a rough time. And I love how much you love your fur babies. Right there, I'd have been like, weirdo, I'm out. That ain't how it goes. This person was like, you know, oh, I bet you can't wait to get back to Kuwait. I just want your cat. I'd be like, red flag, red flag, red flag. All right, bitch, I'm driving over. I want to see where my animal's going to live. But see, I have enough family that if anything happened in my life, they would never, ever not take Mr. Tiggs. If anything happened to me and my husband, my dog wouldn't end up with some stranger on the internet. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. And it was a senior cat. I can't even believe, like, you have nobody in your life that would help you out. That's crazy. Uh-huh.
I'm a sick person.
Yeah, I would have 248. I would have seen this and went, block, block, right? Block. You didn't see any red flags in this. She's a pick-me. As soon as this person started talking personal about, I want a kitty to cuddle me. This is a senior cat, ma'am. You're bedbound, a senior cat. I'd be like, go find a kitten then. My cat needs a lot of vet care. So if you're sick and you're bedbound, I'm not going to give you my cat. See what I'm saying? Like, this doesn't make sense.
I have experience taking care of elderly cats. All lies. It was
no shit. I'm reading it and I knew it. Little emojis. I bet you're excited to see your hubby again. All that shit. I'd have been like, I'm out. I've had people literally email me and they like go on and on and on like this. On and on and on. And I'm all like, yeah, I don't think so. They're like trying to groom me. I don't know. I'm one of them people. I can see the words. I know exactly what's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? You had that cat for 17 years. 16, wait, 2006. 16 years. You had that cat for 16 years. I don't know. It sounded like you were just too excited to please your audience and run to Kuwait. I would not. And by the way, she went back early to Kuwait. She was supposed to be there longer, but Salah got caught with the Red Room girl, right? Because he's been messing around every time she goes to Canada. The Red Room picture came out. That's why she went back early. So she just was wanting to like wrap everything up in Canada so she would never, you know, not be able to keep an eye on him. It's stupid. It's all stupid.
All a decoy of FFGs to this person's a psychopath. I'm telling you, you don't even know it. To come and get the cat. So,
well, the truth is, when you read that, Foodie, it was an Instagram DM, right? When you read it, it said, hold on. Let me pull it up and I'll show you. Okay, next. We need to see the next part.
I have experience taking care of elderly.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I think it's the next one. I've been watching you for years. I'm a Christian. That was too much. I'd have been like, I'm out. You're talking too much. But I'm just cynical, so there's that.
Cats.
If Foodie was more cynical, she probably wouldn't get in all the pickles she gets in.
All lies. It was all a decoy of FFGs. To this person's a psychopath. I'm telling you.
Okay, whatever.
What she did was she had her brother come and get.
Okay, there's another one coming up.
Like she, you know, like just likes to rub it in there.
Anywhere, somewhere in there, it's talked about how, what did it say? My husband and my sister are gonna come get the cat, which would be true if it was FFG's sister-in-law, right? That meant her husband, FFG's brother, and FFG were coming to get the cat. And that's what happened. If you would even ask for that guy's ID, you could have said, what is your husband's name? Because I'm going to check his ID when he gets here, right? She would have known then. I mean, literally, there were so many steps missed that would have unearthed this whole thing.
And I'm the vile person, though, right?
Well, yeah, because you said it was stolen. I mean, literally, you handed her away, knowing she had nails embedded in her pads and knowing she was sick. So, yeah.
I've never done fucking shit like that to anybody in my life. Never. I've said some bad shit when I was drunk.
Well, see, that's the thing. You always have an excuse, but everybody else is psychopaths and devils and evil and zombies. But you have an excuse every time you do horrible shit. What did Dee Dee's job have to do with anything that you got her fired during Cuba Rage? Oh, right, I was drunk. You full-chestedly told people to harass her job and get her fired. And you said, I don't care. So it is what it is, Foodie. You get the energy back. You don't do those things.
About my abuser and his current girlfriend. Yeah, I did that.
Well, it's his common law wife now.
But
they've done so much worse than me getting Dee Dee fired from a job. And you know what? That woman still let you come over and lay in bed with her. What a champ.
no. So, yeah, she did that. So, and in the messages between me and this lady, I said, I'm going to take my cat to the vet.
Now, keep in mind, you already seen her pause for 3 weeks. The chat was bugging you, asking if you took her to the vet yet to see what was wrong with her because Pete was worried about her. And you didn't for vengeance because you were going to euthanize her.
And she was like, no, I'll do it. I'll do it. Don't worry. I said, are you sure? Because she has embedded nails and I need to take care of it.
See, you already knew and you didn't take care of it for the 3 weeks you were home. Because you didn't want to sink the money into it because you already told people you were going to have her euthanized while you were in Kuwait. With your full chest, you said it. It's out there. Over and over again. You were sick of people talking about BBJ. My God. Knock Knock It's Karma literally put it in the video. You saying it. And said you don't care. Now, why do you care?
Care of it. And she was like, no, it's okay. I'll take her. Now you know why. Because
yeah. Now we know why. Yup.
She took the cat and
it created an injury, didn't it?
She went into the vet and she said, I got this cat from a very badly neglected abuse situation.
Yeah, because she didn't want to be charged with the neglect. Because in Canada, did you know if a vet sees that, that's a criminal charge in Canada. She was making sure this guy knew that she got the cat from somebody else to save it. I can't with her. Foodie.
And of course, that's what the vet writes up on the report, right?
That's their job. They're a mandated reporter for animals. How is this? See, that's why I don't like covering anything about the FFG or the BBJ thing. I hate it. Why does she keep bringing it up?
Right? They see the nails without knowing the whole context behind it. So
the nails is so bad.
The fact that they say I'm an animal abuser based on this incident, it's...
Well, it was the incident before that, where the vet literally could only remove the first time this happened. This isn't the first time. And it's all in Knock Knock Karma. She covered it all. Foodie filmed it. They literally had to they could only take out so many because the cat was almost having a heart attack. She was in so much pain and they couldn't even give her anything to sedate her. So then they sent her home with Foodie. They still had more nails to remove. This is the first time. And Foodie had to sedate her before she brought her in the second time. And they made her bring her back or they were going to file charges. How is this? Oh, what? Oh my God.
Ridiculous, and I don't care at this point if people want to think that of me.
No, we know it. Be accountable. Move on. You're never gonna rewrite it.
People who know me and love me know that I take...
Oh my God. This is why. Salah was yelling at her to put a cone on this cat's head after surgery. Yelling at her in the chat. He literally came out of the room to put the cone on her head. So people who love you know you don't follow vet's directions.
It's personal. You ask these people if they would ever just let it be bygones. And
you keep bringing it up. That's why we react to it.
They're like, no, I hate her. That's your motive right there.
Well, animal lovers are very, very, very passionate people. So, yeah, they can hate you if they want. If they want to hate you, they'll hate you. You chose to do all this on the internet.
She has every motive in the world to be a lying sack of shit. And she's going to literally just keep her mouth running herself.
Yeah, and so will you. So why aren't you doing this low, why didn't you go on panel last night? Because you don't have the guts to face her. Huh, that's wild. That's wild, but you'll do this.
Right into the fucking jail. I'm telling you. It's going to happen, or a civil
So now you're threatening again. Okay.
suit. I mean, I have so much
She's been hitting my channel too, by the way.
on her that it's...
Do I seem vile? No. Do I scream and yell and say the C word and call her all these names and fat shame her? Nope. Nope. She don't like the truth.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, she's threatening her with jail just like she did Otter.
So please know what you're doing before you have these idiots on.
You're not going to run Keem's show. He makes more money than you because he doesn't get butthurt. He's all about accountability, so you're not a good fit. And the fact that you threaten people with lawsuits and taking their channels down and doxing, anybody that hurt your feelings on one of his shows and you were on it, that's a liability to his show. Mm-hmm.
I don't expect anything more.
I have more compassion than any of them. She just looks at me as if she's punching down. Oh, she's a smaller channel. I'm going to take her down. That's what she does. Remember, Foodie, Nader has he makes no money on YouTube, and he was able to take Just Saying down. There are ways to do it the right way. Don't forget that. It doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. It's what you're willing to do to take somebody down. Keep that in mind. Seriously, keep it in mind. Money talks, bullshit walks.
From this show, I wouldn't expect anything, at all. You're taking the word of somebody who's a complete psychopath.
But you're supposed to come up and sling mud back. That's what you're supposed to do. But the fact you wouldn't even go up there, let him know that you can't handle the show. You can't handle it. You even tried to slander him and his team, and they had to sit there and prove that the things you were saying were a lie. They never did that to you.
Shaming me for my finances when she literally was evicted 8 times. Can you imagine that?
14 years ago. But if you talk about anything she did 2 years ago, hell, if you even talk about Thailand 2.5 months ago, baked and high out of her mind, right? Sitting in a room, eating herself sick because she had to be away from Salon. He didn't go with her. That's the past.
Lolco Live. I've never been evicted. Imagine being evicted going to court for even once.
You've always lived with people and you've never had an apartment in your name. What are you talking about? The last place that you left destroyed was in Pete's name. So there is no record of you even having a place in your name. Who cares? Why? What is this?
A lot. So 8 or 9 times, and all the documents, court versus Anne-Marie Feldman, court versus Anne-Marie Feldman.
So you went and looked up all her public records, right? But when another creator brought up your public record of bankruptcies, right, which you just literally couldn't even be accountable for, you went and doxed her daughter's high school, their names. That's what you did. But you could go look up FFG's records that are public from 14 years ago when she lived with her abuser. Okay. And FFG was accountable for it. She said, oh yeah, that happened. But you just keep bringing it up like it's something she hasn't even talked about. Love it.
on Kiwi Farms. Yeah, I'm a messy person.
You are guilty of everything you accuse people of, except for I don't strike you.
Weird.
And I don't like care what people have done in their life, because to me it's like the triple dog dare you thing, and I don't play that. Like, what people should be addressing is what they're willing to put on YouTube for public. But she don't even like that. That's crazy. She goes lower. I'm going to scare you off this platform. I'm going to shut you up. I'm going to take your money away. That's what she does. That's her shtick, which is why she's a liability for his show.
I laugh at myself, but the OnlyFans thing is a part of
this is her Vlogmas. Fa la 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 la.
My past that I'm not actually comfortable with, and I didn't realize that till after.
Yeah, you're not comfortable with that show. Absolutely not. I wouldn't even have done this video, because all you're trying to do is whistle them back in to talk about you some more. So your idea of December sweeps is really disturbing. It's making you look like you got mental issues that you need to address, for real.
After I was on the show, I wasn't actually threatening anybody with the FBI on the Lolcow Live show. If I threatened anybody, it was the person.
No, you waited till it was over. And you told Isaac you were going to do to him what you did to Marty. That's exactly what you did after you got off the show, because you knew that that would not have been acceptable and you would have been dragged for it. And I really don't think you can take the dragging, really, honestly.
And distributing the picture.
She's a snake in the grass.
And yeah, there's probably nothing I can do about it. And so go ahead, like, revel in the fact that you're a shitty human being for doing that to somebody trying to move on from their past.
Wow. This does not look like that, ma'am. This does not look like you're trying to move on. This looks like you're still trying to stay in the game and whistle in people. Like you can talk slander, but you're protected under a hijab. That's what we see. This is like a Christmas bonfire. You really, you want to go out like this on your channel? Dang. And quit striking my frickin' channel. Knock it off.
And shaming them for their private parts, or shaming their nudes, like it.
They didn't shame you. They were just bantering. And I already know what picture it is. It wasn't even a full cookie. It was like a side view. It's stupid. How are you making this into like, almost like somebody took a picture of you and Dee Dee? Now that would have been crazy, right? That would have been a big problem. It wasn't even a cookie, if you ask me. Oh my God. Everybody's seen it. It's stupid. It's been around for years. On the Kiwi Farms, where you go find all your shit.
It's just insane.
On other people.
To me. When I'm sure that.
Yeah, it wasn't even a mud flap. Honestly, Deb. It wasn't.
Kid behind the camera, wings, boogie.
You don't need to worry about their show. You're not controlling it. You dipped out. You walked away. And they don't want the liability. It's over. Don't even think you can decide how their show's going to go so that you can go up there and feel comfortable. It doesn't work that way. They have built a show. They are making bank money. Did you not notice that last night? That's why I said, girl, pick a lane before they completely reject you. Can you imagine another community rejecting her? Like when she used the Muslim community, right? Yeah, and then they rejected her.
Tina, you probably don't look any better naked, okay?
See, Tina? Tina don't give an F. She don't give an F. You're the one that's got a man looking at skinny women with big tatas and scantily clothed and doing other things. Some of them aren't even clothed. Some of them are videos. And he got you dressed head to toe. You have been completely taken over.
So just take yourself down a notch And the fact, what does that tell you? The fact that I knew she wouldn't show her face. I said,
We knew you wouldn't go on and defend yourself. We knew it. You see how I flexed right there with your flex? Like, because they didn't cam up, you're like, I knew it. I knew you wouldn't come up. I sat there and I go, she will not come up. If she does, I got mad respect. Mad respect. Fight for, you've been in there for 6 months and you let reaction channels take that away from you? Honest to God. I literally was still cheering. I'm like, she can do it. I know Foodie, she'll go up. She ain't letting them take this away from her. And you did. All because of Salah.
There's no way that FF Gunt is going to go on panel. And Scabba, Dabba Doo-Doo, they're not going to go on panel because...
They went on panel. They went on panel. You didn't.
They're not going to show their faces.
Who cares? I wouldn't have cared if you came up behind an avatar. Let's get this fun rolling.
Cowards.
Who's the coward? Come on.
She has the nerve to say that I lie about my weight loss journey. With losing...
Nobody cares about your weight loss journey except Salah. And the women he looks at on his phone are not morbidly obese. Keemstar, he said he would even help you lose weight. He would help you grow and glow up and change. Dang. Missed an opportunity, right, yo mama? That's sad news, man. She would have taken the reins again, and we would all been like, oh, man. Oh, man. She done moved on. She moved on from us. We're nothing. We're nothing now. And all the reaction channels know it.
Losing weight is not easy, Boogie. You should know.
We would not have been sitting there reacting to that show. And that would have been the only content she would have been doing. And she would have made sick money. We would all been wandering around in the forest looking for another sad story. You know what I'm saying? Or funny story, whatever you want to call it. Dang.
You know that. When you have an eating disorder, documented eating disorder, and
FFG and Yaba were smart. They said, here's the deal, dude. We don't know your people. So if you want to hear the story and what we know of Foodie Beauty and the lore and the lure and all the content and the stuff that's controversial, we're not camming up. But we'll come up there. We'll tell you what you want to hear. I guarantee you they were able to set that boundary because he made bank money off of them and they didn't get paid, Foodie. See, you don't think like a businesswoman. They did.
Food addiction. And
they made Keemstar want them. You see how you gave away your power? Unbelievable.
Being fat doesn't make you a bad person.
Nobody's talked about your fat. Only you.
It makes you a person that you should strive to be better.
You do that for yourself. We don't care. Only Salah does. And he wants to travel and he wants to go to Mecca. And you can't do any of it. He's the only one that cares. We don't care. We ain't going anywhere with you.
Better than yourself, but we all have issues. By the way, Yaba's history is even more darker than that. You should look at her Kiwi Farms thread. Her and her wife have bullied somebody with mental illness. They deleted themselves. I'm not saying that's the reason, but it didn't help.
That's what you're implying. That's what you're implying. That's pure evil. Pure evil.
Husband came on camera announcing her death because she was defending me. They went after her and ambushed her.
Actually, Yaba and Sam never even responded to that woman. No. And her husband even said it had nothing to do with YouTube. It was Facebook. It was what she was going through on Facebook. So you should go listen to what her husband said.
And she already had mental illness.
Untreated, yes. That would be like if you, this whole thing with your cookie being whatever looked at that you gave permission for. Let's just say that you are struggling and you're not getting help and you're not getting therapy for your mental illness, Foodie, and yet you use it every time you do something bad. But let's just say you made a horrible choice in life. Let's just say a permanent choice to a temporary, or a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Everybody would blame us. We know that. So I don't think it's fair that you speak for this woman that you didn't know or even acknowledge in your chat until it could be used against the reaction channels. And that's sad. If you're suffering from mental illness and you literally are using somebody's mental illness for a horrible choice they made, which I'm sure everybody on the internet had a family member they couldn't save no matter what, that made that choice, right? Even Yo Mama made a video about that woman sucking on a lollipop. Nobody knew, okay? So nobody's hands are clean. But you shouldn't do this. This is not a gotcha. This is really, it's a very sensitive subject on YouTube and in real life, even though she's got the two blurred.
Her name was Little Mama. Her husband came on. She had 5 or
Here we go, telling someone else's story again.
6 kids she left behind. And he was crying about it and saying, you know,
that it was Facebook that pushed her over the edge. You're welcome.
Hinting that the bullying didn't help, and they didn't believe it. So Yaba and her wife called the funeral home to make sure that she was dead.
Wow. You definitely love people hating you, don't you? Wow. While you display your true self right here.
Yeah.
I know it's slander. I'm well aware.
Lovely people you have on your panel talking about how I'm evil. Yaba has kids with an actual pedo.
This right here can get your channel taken down. This right here. What you're about to say right here. Do you have anybody in your corner that you can talk to instead of doing this? Like, for real. And I'm going to skip past this because this, she actually says what I do not want on my channel. Because, honest to God, Foodie, really? You need, go get help, please. Yeah, I'm not, that part's not going to be on here because she's a very detailed person when she's angry.
Okay. FFG looks like Tina. Tina looks like what
What? Looks, women and their looks. I hate women. I got women issues because my husband's always looking at other women and not me. Deal with your husband.
She will be in 20 years.
Instead, she shames the whole internet.
And Yaba's a rabid chipmunk hillbilly. So they wrote him a glowing obituary. They put the child.
Da 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 da. I can't believe she did this. This is gonna take her channel down. I already know it. I think Yaba's at the end of her rope with her. I really do. I really do.
PDF file, the one they.
Oh my God! Stop.
I asked if it was. I didn't beg for money. I asked if it was a paid.
You did.
Thing because if
you're trying to rewrite that too, but they said you asked for money. That's the only way your man will let you be your true self is if you're making money. He lets you cuss out his friends in Kuwait. He lets you eat disgustingly in a hijab in his country. He lets you carry on and say words like you just said that I skipped through. All for money.
If you want me on the show regularly, like I had.
You didn't even work your way there. You wanted it immediately. You wanted money now.
what's her face, links asking me if I wanted to do some shows on the Queens.
You're off now. You just showed what a liability you are.
Why would I do that for free? Like,
you're not doing it at all, so don't worry about it.
You know, sorry, but if you have to put up with Tina's loud mouth, would you not want to be paid for it?
You can't handle Tina. Gosh, she knows how to have fun. You couldn't handle Goose Chuck, so you struck her channel down. That's what you do. When people say words and I get mad, I'm going to take their channel down and shut them up because I can't help but click on their stuff. And then I get mad when they say their words. Please go revert or go back to Canada and let's go full chest. But don't dox and don't strike channels. That's up to YouTube. It ain't up to you.
Right.
But you literally did even dirtier to Yaba about her children again. And that is going to, I mean, people have boundaries. And I think a mom and her children are boundaries. But that's your go-to.
So, anyway.
Can you picture her stewing around the house after that panel and that show? She didn't have to watch it. She could have said, nope, I'm tapping out. I'm getting on with my life, like I said, because mentally I can't handle this anymore. But she went and watched it. She hung out with people. And then she came back, made this video. And now she's going to make her life worse and her channel. While she's trying to demonetize me for showing her that this is not good for her channel.
I'm just moving on. They want my attention.
You have said you're moving on for 2 days. Be about it.
So bad.
Even Pulpy was singing Bye Bye by the Backstreet Boys or whoever the hell sings that. Bye Bye. Right?
And I just have to not give it to them. That's I
just did.
I have to learn that. And
I have to learn that, but not today, folks. Maybe tomorrow.
Wanted you to know who these people were and that pretty much everything they said was bullshit. What is this shit about? You sounded so...
Samantha, welcome to the Willies. Oh, NSYNC. Thank you, Sarah Jane.
Stupid, Yaba. Like, you're not funny. Like, these people have children.
Yaba's hilarious. Quit bringing her children up. She's a grown woman with her own personality. You don't have to worry about what's going on in her house. You don't have to worry about her in love with a woman. You don't have to worry about what she does as a mom. Stop. God dang.
Children, it's embarrassing.
No, this is embarrassing.
I can't imagine, like... what the fuck they're gonna turn out like with parents.
Oh my God, again. Oh my God.
Like this. I'm sorry, but I would be mortified if my parents were online bullying fat people all day.
Yeah, you, their daughter, are online bullying people. To the point where you are like vile. Not even like funny. Not even funny. Oh, Fallen Goose, this is one for the books. I'm gonna tell you, it is one for the books. She's either gonna delete it, which people are probably already screen recording it. She'll shut her downloads off, but there's the download. But if you screen record it, you've got it forever. So she does this, then she deletes it and then blames it on her mentals. And then they react to it with lawyers and shit. Because Keem already said she wouldn't be pulling that shit with me because I will sue the shit out of her. But she goes after channels on YouTube, blames reaction channels for her going on a live stream and embarrassing herself. Right? Because she said these people violated her, which they didn't violate her. She was laughing and having fun. So her retaliation is to go after the reaction channels instead of looking inside herself and figuring out where she wants to go with her business, her channel, and herself spiritually. I don't get it. We all knew she would come back and blow a gasket. They were saying it in the chat. when all the money was flying, everybody was laughing, right? And everybody was saying she's going to blow a gasket because Kybella, FFG, Yaba were on there. And she never says a word about Kybella in this whole video. Kybella. Not one word. And that's how I know Salah has shut her up about Scatgate. That's how I know he's running the show. She's lost control of her channel, her life. And if you don't like what I'm saying, you don't need to strike me, Foodie. You just need to think about it. Let it marinate.
And making funkle jokes. And
you call her an inbred. So what? You're slinging mud.
Talking about her finances, sex life, whatever, with no proof.
You call her a scissor sister, her and her wife, scissor sisters. Do you not remember that? So she's going to come back at your non-existent Frankenweenie life. I mean, it's comedy. Why do you watch Lol Cow Live if you can't laugh at mudslinging? It's such an honest question. 6 months, you joined their membership, you upgraded your membership with them, but you can't play ball? I don't get it. You think they were going to let you come up with all the things you've done on YouTube, that they were going to let you come up and you were going to run his show? Was that what you were thinking? That's what I'm guessing. No. You effed around and found out. You're a lol cow. They needed fresh blood and you volunteered. And now you're taking it out on us because we see it for what it was? And you're trying to turn it into something else? Per usual.
Proof of anything. You're not in my bank account. Your fat ass is not in my bank account and never will be. So keep speculating, but we all know that you had to buy a 7K printer on credit.
Well, I would have to too if I wanted a business. You go get a business loan, Foodie, to buy a $7,000 printer. Why wouldn't you? You can write off the interest and shit. What? Why wouldn't you? Why would you take $7,000 out of your bank account and go buy the printer for your business? You let the business pay for it. So once the business gets, going, you can pay it off with the business proceeds. It's all part of a business plan. Oh my gosh. She doesn't even know what a SWOT analysis is, I bet. 2 weeks at university.
And threatening to dox people? You threaten to dox?
You dox everybody. Cat C, thank you for the super chat. Sorry, I cannot fire out memberships on this device right now, but thanks for being here. Thank you for being here. I love you all. Yeah, you can't take money to hell, Foodie, and it will never make you happy. You know what makes you happy? Freedom to be yourself. And knowing who you are and going full chest, not attacking people and trying to take them down. That's snowflake behavior. And even Keemstar called you a snowflake. End of.
Your entire...
You're not a boss, bitch.
...list of people who bought your merch, your shitty Temu tumblers, so shut the fuck up.
They bought them. They loved them. Why didn't you start merch? Hell, I'm about to make a t-shirt or a sweatshirt with a big teardrop on it because teardrop is now infamous in your channel. Everybody's talking about teardrop. Everybody wants to make teardrop merch. Not Foodie Beauty merch, teardrop merch. She knows what she's doing. She's not stupid. It's great.
Anyway, before I swear even more...
Maybe you should confide in Teardrop on how to build a business. Right? Am I wrong? Exactly, Teardrop. Look at Lordy. Oh, Lordy, it's Jordy's making the exactly Teardrop. And I'm thinking about, where do I get in on this gig? Because I love it. I would wear, I don't know, a big teardrop on my sweatshirt. It just speaks for itself. Or even just a sweatshirt that says exactly with an exclamation point. I might do both today. I got time to build my business.
Swear jar. My point is, yeah, I'm weird. I mostly did a lot of story times. I talked about my life very openly before.
And you created controversy, and you wanted people to talk about you. So now we're at a point where you are living somewhere where you don't want people talking about you anymore. Well, too bad. You built 7, 8 years. So the best thing I said is 2 years ago, you should have reverted. and then we would all be gone. But no, you're still doubling down. I would wear a sweatshirt that says, "Hi, teardrop."
I'm not that person anymore, so.
Okay, well, this video is not convincing me. I guess you got to convince us. Oh, she'll definitely get in big trouble with Yaba on this one, with the kid thing again. Absolutely. Yep. I mean, Yaba's got a lawyer literally documenting all this stuff in her chat. And doing it just because. That's insane. Oh my God. If she was smart, she wouldn't have done this.
As you can see, I'm covered up now.
Then you can't use it as a protection or an umbrella. There are people out there that don't care about any religion. So you don't get to use it. You should ask your man why he's looking at women, Western women, that are not covered up. That's what you need to ask him. Why am I covered up? But you're looking at westernized women, you're wearing westernized clothes, and I don't understand. Are you embarrassed of me? And I'd go home. Fallen Goose. She painted herself into her boring corner with a cheating con man. Yeah, she did this with Nodder too, but it made her money with Nodder. It's not anymore because of the hijab and making videos like this. It's insulting.
I don't do any of the crazy things that I used to do.
Face of America says, if I see any of y'all in public with an exactly teardrop shirt, don't be surprised if I point, laugh, and hug. Yeah, and Yaba should make an exactly teardrop tumbler. Yeah.
But if my husband was with me for money, he would want.
Wow, you just keep trying to defend that, huh? Whatever, don't care.
To be on the show, and he doesn't.
No, he doesn't want to be any part of this because he's hiding, because he got exposed. That is as obvious as the old eyeliner on your eyelids, sweetheart. Whoa, we got 1,036 people in here. Let's boost those thumbs up. Boy, does she get pissed when my channel's doing good. She had been trying to demonetize my ass. Girl, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You're just playing with fire in this community.
He doesn't think it's good for me with the direction in life I'm going now, the person I want to become, and he's right.
Then why are you doing this again when he keeps telling you to stop?
And it's not about control. It's about what's best for me. He's my husband.
Okay. Sure, Jan. You love it. This is who you are your whole life.
He looks out for me.
Does he? Then why didn't he panel up with you? Why didn't he know you were on that panel? Why'd you go behind his back? Why does he go behind your back and look at other women? Doesn't make sense to me. The math ain't mathin'.
Whatever. He's more than proven himself to me since, and he's a wonderful providing person. And what they say about the money just doesn't make sense if you look at it in that perspective.
We don't care. We know you're over begging for money on a whole new platform, trying to get a new audience. That kind of screams we need money.
That.
Even they said it. Loose Cannon, thank you for the super chat. I would never watch her on her channel. You make it fun, Shelly. I try, man. She makes it hard, but I miss the fun Foodie. I really do. I miss the one that laughed at herself and wanted to be a lol cow and wanted to make that money. And it's just, you know, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to see her get caught in another situation where she got a man running her life. I hate it. I hate it. As a woman, I hate seeing this.
If it was about money, he would be pimping me out to your show.
It is about money. He asked Kybella how much she makes, and he told her to take out a loan so she could come to Kuwait while you were in Canada, and he could get his scat gate on. Sorry, but it's the truth. It's all over the place. I'd have been gone. I would have never went back. Disrespect.
100%.
You know how most people say respect. I said disrespect.
Oh. I came on your show.
And she has spent all this time trying to make him look like a good guy while he hides in a room and will not address anything. It tells us all we need to know. Accountability, Salah.
Partook in the behavior that
You're doing it again right now.
is not my life anymore.
Obviously it is.
And I regretted it. And
do you regret this? Is this going to be deleted? Probably. Probably not.
I was mad at myself.
You should be mad at yourself for this video because it's really got me like really frustrated.
Your show is what it is.
I really was disappointed she didn't go on that panel last night. I don't want to hear any more of her gaslighting, but I was so disappointed she didn't go on that panel last night and face off with them. It would have been gold. It would have secured her on that show. But you're going to turn around and make this video? Missing out on another opportunity. You literally did this on your channel. You were on another platform. But this just jeopardizes your dang channel. Listen to me. Dang it. Dang it all. I was mad. I was like, she's coming up. I know she is. There's no way she's going to pace around. I'm like, she's getting the red lipstick out. She's getting on her whole black number. She coming in with a vengeance. He wouldn't let her. The foodie beauty I know would have been up there. Allah was in Milky's chat, said they are not married and do not live together. I believe it. He knows. He's in Kuwait. I knew they didn't live together. When you do a loophole marriage, it states right in there that you give up living together. Wearing the cloak of shame. It's about money or she'd log off. If Salah could provide, she wouldn't be doing this. Right. Oh, thank you, Sugar Pop Lily Mae. I love your name. Anyway, we are about, like, accountability. Absolutely. We are about bringing the dark to light. We're also about, I don't know, helping a bitch, I suppose. Salah also said, Salah has no job except for driving her around for YouTube. Allah is so funny. We call him the Kuwaiti Soprano. He's Tony Soprano of Kuwait. He really is. He just sits back. You know what I mean? He's got that, he's stoic. She hates that about him because he was a good influence on Salah's life. And by her picking a fight with Allah and pushing Salah away from him, it isolated him into her little YouTube world, which now he wants no part of. I believe with my full chest that Salah talks to Allah outside of Foodie's knowledge. They do a lot of things behind each other's back. You know what I'm saying? They do. They do a lot of things behind each other's back. Allah definitely knows what's going on. Him and Murad know. Murad's the one, his best friend, that told us they were in a loophole marriage. And it was a 7-day-at-a-time thing. She did that to Pete's too, yeah. Which of Milky's lives was Allah in? It's not... Was it Milky or... Yeah, it was Milky. Who knows? Allah wants nothing to do with them. Well, until Foodie leaves. Because remember when Foodie went back to Canada and she was going to stay? She was moving back, right? Until the Kybella thing. But anyway, he started talking to Salah again. Would he panel up with Milky? I don't know. You have to ask him and Milky. She's refusing to accept reality that she has to return to Canada. Perhaps. Don't know. What is she going to do, therapy online? She could have got better therapy with Keemstar and the gang. Because they would have forced her, like, with clips and everything, to just deal with it. But she don't like panels for that reason. She likes to make her own videos so she can control the narrative. She gets, like, dumbfounded and, you know, the lies, you know, yeah, she has to think about this shit. She has to rewrite it. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's all out there. She wants your head spinning, but it doesn't anymore. You get really desensitized from her threats. her striking your channel, because in the end, YouTube will go over it. They will give you your monetization back. They've gone over. She has probably tried to demonetize. This is the third time, and the funny part is she picks when my channel's growing. It's really weird. And she tries to demonetize me again. Like, I have a full ass, life outside of YouTube, but it's the principle of it. It's the principle of it. She's trying to duct tape your mouth like a snowflake, and I don't play those games. I hate it. I hate it on social media. You can only believe what I say, and if you go against me, then you need to be shut up. We need to form a group to shut you up. No, that's weird. Everybody has their own channel, like it or don't. I'm not going to go over to a cooking channel that makes food in a way that I don't agree with, and I'm going to strike them and shut them up because their food makes me sick. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to walk away. Yeah, all she did was fluff FFG and Yaba's resume. All she does is keep them relevant. It's so dumb. Or she's doing somebody else's fight, which is going to cost her channel. That is not smart business move. I like how he said we're all lol cows and admit our lies. Yeah, it'll free you. He said accountability. That's all this about. It'll free you. All of them have been dragged through the mud. And some of them are still hated. I've seen it in my chat. I've seen it in other people's chat. I hate Keemstar. I hate Keemstar. I hate Boogie. I hate them. This is what they did. Everybody knows what they did. They literally own it all the time. Every time someone brings it up, yep, I was a piece of shit. You know what else I did? That's what they do. But you're always going to have people pulling you down by your ponytail, Foodie. But why did you give your control away to the reaction channels? When we used to watch you, we felt like, here she is. Now we're like going to other reaction channels and getting more entertainment. You've built them up. You have created their success by destroying your own. Yeah, change the channel. Shalad doesn't understand our culture, yet she takes his business advice. That's the problem. We see it. We see it. What he's doing is he is protecting himself by shutting her up. And she's trying to make that shit spill onto us. She's going to drive herself crazy because this isn't who she is. Nader did the same thing. Don't you talk about me. Don't you dare talk about me. Shut up. It's my channel. I'll talk about what I want. Then fuck off and good luck paying your rent, bud. That's what she should be doing. I'd be on a plane to Canada so fast, having the holidays with my family and contemplating what I'm going to do. That's what I would be doing for a while. We're not talking like 4 days. Oh, yay, I'm running back. No, I'd be over there for a while. I really would. He's going to destroy your channel. Yeah, but she could fix this. I'm going to tell you right now. If tomorrow she popped up on camera in her funny clothes and her hat and said, you know what? I ain't destroying my business over somebody who messed up and can't own up to it. I'm not taking on his cowardness. No. Right? If she did all that, my God, her channel would go, right? Come on. 100. Everybody would be there. And you can hate her for all the things she's done. You can hate Keemstar and Boogie and Tina and everybody for what they've done. But in the end, it's a show. And if she don't get a hold of her show, it's over. It's over. I'm going to be disappointed, by the way. We have to start all over. Yeah, I'm being a little selfish here. That was the best times. Oh, this Kuwait thing has been nothing but just crap. Literally. Hashtag Scatgate. Anyway, so I was disappointed that she didn't go on panel, and then she made this video. I don't know. She better hope Yaba, isn't sick of her shit yet, is all I gotta say. After that. I really wish she would have went on that panel, man. It would have restored all my faith in her ability to be a businesswoman, a boss bitch. Yeah, she got to own being a villain. Yep, that's going to be hard. Accountability's hard for her, but I think Keemstar and them would have been good for her, or she wouldn't have been chasing it. I think she wants that, but he's holding her back. And of course, I mean, she's in Kuwait. She needs to go home. She's too cowardly to face off with FFG. Listen, they met each other in a fashion show, and they both took a picture together. All things are possible. It's about time someone took her down. I don't know. I'm not about taking channels down. I'm really not. She just needs to pick a lane so we know what we should do. If she comes on with rice and chicken... you know she will. Stop it. It is, you know what I mean? You know she's going to come on eating. And she ain't going to say a damn word. Oh, God, that's so funny. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. No, Foodie does her... She barks out loud and then does her dirty work behind the scenes to channels. And the sad part is people do work hard to build their channels. Like, she could go on Lowe's Cow and she could drag all of us, right? She has the option and the choice and make good money, right? She could. But she can't tell us who to react to on our channel and how to react, like she's trying to do with Keemstar. She's trying to tell Keemstar who he should have on panel, who he shouldn't, and how he should do it. That's the problem with her. Well, if you guys would only do this, then I won't try to take your channels down. You don't have that. You're not the CEO of YouTube. They always reverse it. They always say it's fine. And so it's just you being hateful. And one of these days you're going to piss me off. Right now I'm still like, you know, she's butthurt. I get it. Because I'm that person. I have to be that person. I mean, can you imagine if I would have just, you know, dragged like people I love through the mud? I mean, I don't love her. I'm just saying I used to love her channel. Until I don't. Yeah, she's a keyboard warrior. Snowflake. Oh, honey. Oh, honey. I would definitely counter sue. Absolutely. And like I said, the bigger my channel grows, the bigger problems we're going to have, which is fine. Don't think I'm not prepared. Just like Keemstar said, I hope you're not having money issues. I really hope you're not, because it's going to be expensive. She always wants to sweep her bed under the rug. Right. Anyway, I'm going to piss off for the day, and I hope you guys all have a fabulous day. And remember, don't be out there running your mouth if you're not willing to face it. Foodie. Lord, girl, you better take that down. I think it's too late. It's been up too long. It's been up like 7 hours. So there's that. All right, you guys have a wonderful weekend. I love y'all. And I'll see you later. Maybe tonight we might do a Fuck It Up Friday and go finally do the Amber Lynn Reid Vlogmas 12 days of... So what's with these women? So sad at the holidays. Yaba doesn't go live on a Friday. She doesn't go live on a Friday. She might. She might. Or she might be in the background taking care of business. We don't know. But, you know, she's going to protect her business. I'll tell you that much. All right, guys. I love y'all. And I'll see you later. Bye. Thank you again for everything. Super chats, thumbs up, new members, new subscribers. I love you all. And we're just trying to do what's right. All right, guys. I love you. Bye.